Hey guys, before your regularly scheduled State of X DiVE discussion, I'm here with Mega Quint. Hello.
Howdy.
We're gonna do a sponsored pull. We got $10 from, was it Mega X? Do you remember the name of the person?
It might have been. He only, brought it up briefly in the stream when it happened.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything
It
afterwards.
was I think it was Mega X, Mega 2 or something. You know who you are. Thank you very much. And then we got a $25 donation from Kyo, who is actually the person who made my current profile picture. It's awesome. So she sent that along, and that allowed us to get this level pack, which we're gonna grab right now, just to show that we did get it. So now we got a good 2 to 3 10 rolls to do for the DiVE Festival banner. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, hopefully it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real shame this has to be the method we have to go with since they got rid of the good deals.
Yeah.
Just gotta pool together all the funds.
Yeah, because they took off the daily, weekly, and monthly pack, as we will go over in the discussion. Yeah, start with the first one to get warmed up here. Okay, so nothing but yeah, the level pack gave us 1,000 paid and 1,500 free medals. So that's what we're working with here. Okay, let's do a couple 10 pulls.
Yep, warm-ups out of the way.
Alright, here we go.
We're not no streamer luck here. We're dreaming.
Alright.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
luck.
Hey,
All
Dreamer luck is real.
Are we gonna get it first try, boys?
Oh god. Oh,
Got
two
2 chances.
2 chances, boys. Here we go. It's X. Okay. Okay.
Also, I see you made the poker version of BlueStacks.
X loves me. Yeah. But yeah, this is the first time using blue stacks. Then hey, weapon. Nightmare. Hey, I'll take that. I like that.
Of course.
Now we gotta get to the end. Gas emitter.
You getting that upsets me more than you getting Absolute Awaken Zero. I almost said Absolute.
Yeah, I really like that. Okay, Arrow Buster. Make this
Star Force represents.
Freedom Mass for luck. Getting a lot of characters. Okay, next one. Yep, here we go. It's a character.
Character.
Come on, come on.
First try.
Iris! Woo! That is good.
We got what Zero's fighting for, but not Zero himself.
Yeah. Hey, it's a limited character. I will take that.
Yeah, you got the monster.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yes. That's a good pull, I would say.
Alright, Dreamer luck coming through. Both S's were new.
Alright, let's do another one. Dreamer luck.
Part 2.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
It doesn't seem like it's as good.
We'll see how many A's.
2.
That's still better than a stream. But nothing.
Okay, nothing. Alright. You know what? Shoot. Let's just do another one. Well, we gotta give him a show. Alright. Dreamer luck. Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer luck.
Dreamer
Yes!
luck.
Yes! Come on!
No, more than one.
One.
Oh, no. One. And it's at the tail end.
Oh god. The wait is real.
This will build up anticipation.
This is the luck I was hoping for during the stream, but...
Yeah.
Alright, X. Come on. Oh, another Massimo.
Sheesh.
Sir, do you have your passport? Okay. I get a lot of the same stuff, actually. That's fine, though. It's B-Ranks at the end of the day. Oh, god.
The B-rank pool is very limited.
Come on. Alright, next one. Yep. Character! Oh, come on, wake it up, please!
It's gonna be...
Yay!
Hey!
We got the limited characters!
Congrats, man, you got all the limiteds.
Woo! Yes! These characters are brought to you by Mega X, I hope I got that name right, and Kyo. Thank you so much, guys. Your support means a lot, and now we can show these off on the streams in the future. Oh my god, yes. Shadow Blade Buster, whatever. We got Awaken Zero.
Would Iris fill the thought quota for this?
Oh, that was so good. I'm really happy about that. If
Hey,
you enjoyed this game, give us a 5-star review.
It's funny how this happens as soon as you get the featured character.
Here's your limited characters. Now, please give us a good rating, please.
Well, if you want to see what our rating for the game is, tune in to the discussion coming up right after this.
Yep, but we'll be throwing it back to our past selves now for the State of X Dive discussion. Thank you for watching so far, and enjoy the discussion.
Yeet.
Hey guys, ShadowRock here with the rest of the crew for another Rockman X DiVE, State of X Dive. And I'm ShadowRock again.
I'm TGP.
I'm Mega Quint.
I'm ColeManX.
Thanks for coming again, Cole. It's great to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
How'd you get here?
No problem.
I snuck in.
Okay.
I hear I must
Yeah.
have the door unlocked.
Again.
Gotta stop doing that.
I'm gonna blame the watch for that one.
Yes. Yeah, recently we did have a discussion about the characters we want to see in X Dive on Cole's channel. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, you gotta watch that.
It was really
Yeah.
fun. It's my favorite one so far.
We will have a link to that in the description below if you guys want to check that out. But as for our discussion at the moment, we got the last 3 weeks or so to cover. Yeah, we had the MMZ Zero collab, obviously. And this week we had Dive Festival with Awaken Zero. So let's go back in time here. And the first thing we should talk about is the major update that happened.
Oh boy.
So, something unfortunate happened when the major update came out. They had to delay it by a day because there's some issues with actually getting the update out. Apparently, Apple and Google didn't review the update in time. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, so that happened. As for the major update itself, let me see if I can find the actual patch notes. I can just go down it real quick. Was it on the 16th of this month?
I believe
That sounds
so.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been
okay.
been about a week since that's happened.
Okay, it was on the 10th actually. It's when it first came out, and then we had something in the middle. Okay. Yeah, so they said due to the Android release and delay, players who used Google Play Shop are not able to download the update file currently, and then they ended up fixing that later in the day, but people were having issues trying to update their APK
Oh,
because
that-
of the
That messed me
the store issues. Okay, so yeah, obviously we had the MMZ Zero collaboration. Zero Z himself became a new character along with Leviathan from the Zero series, one of the X-Guardians. And we had a new event called The Savior Has Come, where you can fight Copy X in the forest stage. That was cool.
Pretty epic.
off. I wish we could have had Awaken Zero versus Copy X. The timing just didn't work out. But
Yeah, I guess let's just get that out of the way. So let's talk about the Savior Has Come event. Did you guys play it?
yes.
Yep.
Not as much, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, like, you and I, TGP, we mostly skip dive this event.
Yeah. I mean, I was at that point where it's like the willpower to play this game was diminishing as time went on, and I played a few times here and there. Most of the time I skipped dive though.
Same for me. To describe the events, though, basically you go into the forest stage, and they actually reused a lot of different parts of the story mode stages for this one. I noticed, like the room where you got the platform going left and right over a pit of spikes. That was definitely reused.
Yeah.
Otherwise, basically developers made a whole video even talking about how they try to reference the Zero series in various ways. I think it was a cool stage. And they did have the deep element thing where you have to find 4 of them throughout the stage to get the 3-star.
Yeah.
And one of them was particularly tricky. You want to explain that one, Quinn?
Yeah, so basically the last one you find is locked behind a door. The one you found previously was also locked behind a door, and you found now that to open it, you have to defeat one of those red enemies with bazooka. However, the area that right in front of the last one is a screen locking one, so if you progress further, you'd miss it. Turns out, the enemy you need to kill would spawn behind you across the other side of the pit of spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the worst part about that is if you didn't know that and you just progressed and went down the hole, you don't go back up. That's it. You're locked out of that.
Screen locks.
So, it was a very nice debate. Thank you, Capcom.
Right? I definitely missed it my first time.
Yeah, I missed it the first few until someone's like, just go back. It's the red guy.
It's like,
honestly, if you linger on the platform for a bit, you might see one of his shots go off, but that's about it.
Yeah, because you got to kill those claw-looking things that shoot the lasers to make him appear, I think. And then he shows up behind you.
Oh, is that it? I just went to the door and then
pretty
just
sure.
went back.
Yeah, you don't need to leave the platform for him to show up.
Oh, I guess
you
I
kill those things on the platform.
I guess I put too much effort. I guess.
Yeah, he only spawns when you kill all those enemies.
I hated the times that I got so excited about going back and killing the red guy that I would just jump down the pit and completely forget to get the medal. After all that.
Yeah, it can be easy to miss. And then we get to CopyX himself, which I think it's really cool because now we have CopyX and the original X in the same game. So you can do a "I found you, faker" meme, which I did do on the channel.
Saw that. I liked it.
It was nice.
Yes. And obviously, if you have Mega Man Zero, he is one of the characters that you can use to get some bonus points along with Leviathan and the Nightmare Weapon, which is based on Rogue Sword from Star Force 2.
Total missed opportunity not having the Elite Lancer or the Triangle Saber as options.
Yeah.
You know, the devs did accidentally reveal the CopyX Buster a while back. I'm surprised that wasn't in this banner.
That makes too much sense.
I know, right? Why use logic?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do it to you for using your brain.
Oh, yeah.
I love the in-video editing. It's amazing. But I'm so glad that they had Zero unlockable from the event. Like that, I love stuff like that. Just makes it a little bit more.
Yeah, you can't grind them up to 5 stars like classic Mega Man, but you can at least unlock them.
Yeah, that was a bit different this time around. I think you only get enough for one, right?
Yeah, you only get enough to. If you don't pull them in the banner itself, you get enough just to unlock them.
Yeah, just unlock.
So to explain to the viewers, when the classic event came around, you actually got Mega Man for free during the login bonus. You just got him right off the bat just for logging in. And then you can get him the 5 stars during the Darkman event. This time around, you have to play the event to unlock Mega Man Zero if you don't pull him in the capsule.
But unlike classic Mega Man Zero is a permanent member of the roster.
Yeah.
Yep. That too. Classic Mega Man is nowhere to be seen in the capsules.
It's so weird.
He died.
Meanwhile, you got freaking X, who you just get at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
He's still there.
I kept pulled him like 10 times in the last capsules. Oh my god. Why? Alright. Thoughts on the Copy X fight though?
Definitely the smartest version of him. Like he really is trying to be like the original because he's fighting like a player would because he can actually aim now.
Yeah.
Like the smartest thing I ever saw him do was aim his ice shotgun, up.
It's crazy.
his heal was really, really strong. Like I think it was based on damage he took, and I always use the gravity buster, whatever it's called. And so you shoot him, it gets the lingering effect, he heals, and he goes up to like just 6 or 7 bars of health.
It is almost a full heal, basically.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, my favorite part about him being there is just to have a 3D model of him, so we can get a good look at what he looks like.
Although I feel like his base model is kind of like a slight edit of Mega Man Zero's model.
It's like Zero with Leviathan's jacket.
Although, honestly, his armored look has a little too much gold on it. It's kind of ugly looking.
Yeah, I can agree with that. His death animation's pretty comical.
Yeah, he just planks.
He
planks
literally
in midair.
Yeah, that's when it gets funnier, because you kill him in midair, he'll just plank him in the air, and there he is. Like,
what a madman.
Planking in 2020, who would have thought?
As if 2020 couldn't get worse.
Oh god. Okay. Let's try to avoid that conversation and get back to... Well, I think we covered
the even more depressing conversation.
Yeah, like this game.
Everything's on fire again.
Yep. Oh boy. Wee woo.
Okay, guys. What happened with this major update? What did they break this time?
All multiplayer.
PvP is... I don't even know what PvP is anymore, dude.
PvP, took the biggest hit, but, multiplayer in general, because it affected co-op as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
So basically, to sum it up, y'all remember that whole thing that used to happen in single player where, you swap weapons, but suddenly your character would start teleporting?
Yeah.
Well, now it happens all the time now whenever you're playing in multiplayer.
Yep.
And it's terrible.
Even when you play single player co-op. By the way, that's a new thing. You can play co-op single player.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, like how do you get co-op lag while you're doing single player co-op? It's crazy.
Because for some reason there's still a ping.
Yeah, and it's like higher than when I'm with someone else.
It's impressive if you think about it.
And depressing.
Yeah.
I know what happened during story mode. I don't know with this major update, but it happened the previous one.
I think it happened, but not as often. It was more prevalent in the multiplayers. Yeah, and this is also the same time too that we got the new stages. And you ever just move stuff around in Photoshop or MS Paint? That's how it felt like playing, to be honest with you. It was very depressing. And the worst part about it too is it felt like it was just me. Yeah. But in actuality, it was both, because like the other guy just was zipping and zooping all over the place. And I'm just
it's not even consistent. Like both players aren't stuck in place at the same time. One player will be stuck in place while the other is free to move about.
Yeah, and on his screen, it's kind of the same thing. And it's like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Are we gonna get to the new stuff? Like, because like there was some new stuff for this event. But yeah,
there's new stuff.
This whole thing was a mess. It was they broke the game again. I don't know how, but they did.
Like impressive. It's one thing just to have latency where your opponent's teleporting around, but this was actively affecting you. It was affecting your controls. You could actually lose inputs during this while this was happening. Straight up, it made second Armor X almost unplayable because I could not get my charge shots out. X would do the animation, but there'd be no projectiles.
I think the most impressive part too is I think PvP wasn't as bad. Co-op was just horrendous. I just couldn't do co-op. Period. Just bad.
It was definitely bad for PvP because straight up, there was a moment where a Ferrum had their Crimson Shade run out and recharge just in time while I was stuck in place.
Yeah, I think with PvP, the movement was fine for the most part. There'd be some times where you're just there for no reason. But yeah, like when it comes to the inputs and stuff like that, yeah, it was still pretty bad. I just think it was more visible in co-op.
Yeah, you do an input and it comes out maybe 5 seconds later.
Oh,
why it was for me.
and I mean, we're gonna get into his kit way more later, but to tell you how bad this horrendous lag was, our new good boy, whose voice clips are just non-existent. He has his Z knuckle, and he can like render your weapons. You just can't use your weapons, and I don't know if it's intentional or if it's a lag issue, but there were times where both my weapons were just not usable. I'm like, I thought it was just one. Maybe it is both. I don't know. Like, I haven't used them that much, but yeah, that's how laggy it was. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Sigma doubles, because when you use this dash, another model comes up. So
Yeah, so basically, I had this glitch happen when I was playing the spec once. It's on my Twitter as well. When you kill Sigma while he's doing the dash blade, when he respawns, that second model that appears is still there. So there's essentially two Sigmas on screen at once. And when Sigma walks around, that second model behind him still does that after effect. It's really funny to watch.
Speaking of things we posted on Twitter, the thing that I posted on Twitter was probably one of the most cursed things I've ever seen in my entire life. So for some reason, and this issue I believe is still present to this very day, even after they fixed PvP.
It is.
Okay, thank you. So when you die in PvP and you start respawning, there is a brief moment, and we're talking just frames here. So like, I think at most 5 frames.
It actually depends on the connection. Like, if the person who is laggy, they will stay there for like a full second.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, so while you're respawning, for that brief moment, you will go back to this point where you died, and you are not protected. You are just a body. Can't do anything. And you can, if you time it correctly, you can damage them during spawn. And then their body comes back to the spawn point with the shield, but they already took damage. So if you manage to time it properly, you can like take down a huge chunk of their health. And like, what do you do? Bro, I was just spawning. Why's my half my health on?
Real easy to do with someone like Proto Man.
Yeah.
That's just a chart shot.
Did they ever fix that?
Nope.
No, it's still an issue since this very day.
Oh god.
I don't use it. I truly try not to do it, but sometimes, well, if there's a mine there, I can't do nothing about it. But yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. And I was like, I literally added their Twitter. I'm like, just fix your game, please. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And if you watch the clip, I was dying of laughter. It was just so bad. I was like, Jesus.
I know.
I was like, wow, this happened.
Yeah, he was real glad I told him about that.
Yeah, he told me, like, he was telling me, he was like, no, there's no way, this is not real.
Oh, it can be real in X DiVE.
It is absolutely real.
The funniest thing to do is when, like, they appear just for a second to do something that stuns them, and when they go back, they're with the shield, but just stunned in place.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that a few times too. I think the worst thing you can do is Sax's Giga Crush. If you time that correctly, that's like half their health gone, and then they just spawned it.
Oh, you can do that with Genmu Zero, and it just wrecks them. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a lot easier with him. Like, yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's nasty.
Bruh. And you know what the saddest part is? That's not even the worst.
Oh no, there's one more thing.
Oh boy. Now, I think, like, because the thing is, it's not confirmed whether or not it happened during this update, but I'm going to assume that it did, because I never once noticed this being a huge problem forever until this update dropped. And it has to do with debuffing your enemy's attack.
Yep.
So I don't know if they mess with the values or something, but any character who can debuff you, like attack wise, they're debuffing you way more than I think that's listed on their skill. Like a lot more. Put up the picture of me taking 1 damage and a 3 critical damage against a Ferrum, a Cinnamon. And me and Asaph, we labbed it. We went to story mode. We went to Mad Nautilus, and we did a test where his attack did like 4k damage or whatever. And then we did the same thing. So the way it works is you have to... First of all, you have to shoot two syringes, because for some reason each syringe counts as a separate debuff. So you have 2 debuffs. I don't know why, but sure, I guess. And then you have a sprayer with Mad Nautilus, which is another debuff. So that's 3 debuffs on you. And then what you would do is you would use her Onegai, and she gets a buff on herself because she gets a shield, and then she also gets a defense buff because of her aura. And you do it twice. You do it twice, you get 2 buffs, and if you have full hearts, you get an inherent buff of like 15%. 5-star though. So I feel bad if you're free to play.
I mean,
But if you
got
do
credit
all-
by using a giant mechanoid chip.
Yeah, although I don't know if that. I mean, it probably gets worse if you do that, but
It does. I ran into a Cinnamon using that.
oh, that's horrendous. But basically, yeah, if you do it correctly, your opponent will do 0 to you. Basically, just nothing to you, and you can do all the damage to them because, yeah, you like you're not debuffed. Oh, you're buffed, so you can just school them real quick, and they can't do nothing about it. It does take some time to set up, which is a good thing. I'll be honest with you, but
Right.
I've noticed too. You can do this as a rank 0 Cinnamon if you wanted to. Now it won't be as efficient because 1, you don't have a shield, and like you're not as buff as if you were like max. But it is very possible to get very low numbers as with a 0-star Cinnamon. So if you have the character, you can do it. Other characters that are also pretty good. 0 squared, he can do it too because he also debuffs you, and Palette can also do it. It's I guess she's cool for now. so yeah, you can just go around and just debuff everybody and take like 1 damage just cause, and it's still a thing. I don't even know if they know, to be honest with you, and if my theory's correct and they do indeed listen to these, or you need to fix your game like yesterday, because oh dude, PvP is so oppressive.
Well, that's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, that's how PvP is right now. It's a thunderstorm. It's a thunderstorm of insanity and why even bother type attitude. It's crazy.
Yeah, let's not even get into the fact that the patch that fixed the PvP wasn't even a mandatory update.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah. Oh God. Jesus.
I actually had to help some people in the chat because they were like, "Is this game laggy for you?" And they're like, "No, but here's what you do. You go to your Play Store or whatever, which iOS or whatever, and you manually update it." So, yeah, they did come out with a fix, and if you download it from the APK, you're fine because they update that. They always update that. But like, if you're on your phone It's not an automatic update, so you can play with somebody who has the update, but you don't, and basically you suffer all the negative consequences, and you're just you're just an MS Paint icon while they're just zooping all over you, and you're just dead. And I actually had to help people in the global chat or the X DiVE chat. I'm talking about in-game, mind you. And they're like, "Oh man, my thing's so laggy." And I asked them, "Did you update your game?" Like, "Yeah." "What's the version update?" 1.4.0. See, there's your problem. They decided to update the game and not tell people and not do it automatically. So you got to go to the store. Make sure you have 1.4.1, and then you can barely play the game.
Dude, that was so weird because they're on the Facebook page being like, "Oh, please update your APK, please do it." But it's like, with the previous updates, you had a notice telling people to do it. You couldn't even get into the game unless you updated. So why didn't they do it this time?
I think it honestly had to do with something about the Google Play nonsense, whatever.
It probably was something to do with that.
Because
so weird.
The thing is, when it comes to like approving updates and whatnot, sometimes it is on their end, and it gets kind of weird. So honestly, you really can't tell whose fault it is. Maybe it was the X DiVE devs' fault. Maybe it was just Google or Apple just being weird.
I mean, because it could be both.
Yeah, because this I do recall this happened to FGO one time, and their game was just unplayable for a few days because they just wouldn't approve the update or whatever. And it kind of messed up login stuff, and they had to compensate their players immensely. But yeah. Speaking of compensation, I don't recall getting very much.
I don't think they did at all, actually.
200 medals? No, they gave us those boxes where you get up to 100 medals.
Oh, boxes, yeah.
My favorite! Gotcha box!
Yes, the best compensation.
Oh gosh. Don't give me a flat rate. Just hey man, if you get 320s, it's not my fault.
Remember when they used to be truly generous at the beginning of the game, and now there's like, oh, here's some boxes that give you absolutely nothing.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, they got you good, and now we're just taking full force of their haha generation. I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird thing to do, but yeah, sure, I guess. Just give us boxes. That'll shut us up, I think.
Sure. Anyways, y'all want to talk about the new content now?
Sure.
Yeah, here's a bunch of it.
Alright. So here's the patch notes. We got the level cap raised to level 90.
Yay.
Got the new story stage, which is Cyberspace from X4.
Yay.
Chapter 9. Got hard mode for Chapter 7.
No.
Wait. We got the difficulty 5 added to the event stages.
We did.
New co-op stage, Factory, Chapter 7.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, that's another thing we need to talk about. There is the challenge stage for boss challenge mode. We did get 2 new bosses, Metar Gigant from Mega Man X Command Mission, and Bits from Mega Man X3. And they are in the cyberspace stage.
I don't like that.
Well, Bits is in the cyberspace stage. Metar Gigant is in the new co-op stage.
Which is weird.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
And then we got a new dive trigger, Ray Splasher from X3.
Yep.
And then we did get a new couple systems. We got race mode, which is a mode where you get these materials. What do they call them exactly?
I think they're called
Look here.
backup something. Guess is as good as mine.
It's called a sync device.
Okay.
Okay, so basically you get a random stage every day, and you get paired with 4 different people, and you just compete for the best time among that group of 4. And depending on your rank for that day, you get either memory cards or the weapon memory supply boxes. Which is okay. But it is daily, so.
Okay, I didn't realize we were actually going up against real people. I thought it was just like the devs or something. But that's pretty interesting. Because the reason why is because at first it wasn't even a name. It was
it was their IDs.
It was their IDs.
Their IDs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the names took a while to show up their first couple of days, but now at least now the names show up automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But before, like, because they were just numbers. I'm like, who the heck are these numbers? And then I actually looked up one of the numbers. Like, wait, this is a real person. Wait, hold on. What? And yeah, that's a thing that happened. Race mode is okay, I guess.
So
I know the stage selection is random, but my god, its RNGs is really limited in its selection.
Yeah.
It is. Like I got the same stage a couple days. I know Quinn got the same stage like 4 days in a row or something.
I've gotten Air Force and one of the Force stages like 4 times each.
Yeah.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have the Air Force than the Force. The Force is big poopy. I don't like it.
But there's 2 different ones.
I don't like either.
Like there's a
but the one with the treetops, that was the worst.
I get that one a lot.
I hate that one. That was big sucks. Big sucks.
It was like the factory stage is
like,
one of the stages you could get here, but I've never gotten it.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a factory. I saw the military train, and that was kind of poopy too. But
I've been getting that one a lot lately.
that one just takes forever, to be honest, and it's because there's a lot of slowdown.
It's stage transitions.
Yeah.
It's like most of the stages I've been getting have been the short ones that you can knock out in under a minute or a minute and a half at most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing I like is that you get the full rewards if you get S rank, but if you hit A rank, you can just do it again, and then if you hit S, it gives you the remaining rewards. That's pretty nice.
I didn't know that.
That's cool.
I didn't know it because I never gone below S.
I did once when I first started because I fell off a cliff. I'm like, I'll just finish it, whatever.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't want to be in first place.
To be perfectly honest with you, this mode really falls flat in its face because, well, after you finish with your backup system, why do you need it? What's the point?
Yeah.
So
They add more slots just to increase, the power inflation.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
if they do. Actually, I don't even know if they have space for that unless they like shrink the bars or whatever, or add a second row.
There is a new daily. There is a new daily for race mode.
I hate
where you
it.
Get
I hate it so
500
much.
experience, 10 points, and 100 more sync devices.
I despise it with a burning passion because my OCD is just ruined.
Yeah, because it's 160 now instead of 150.
Oh my god! Like it was perfect for the monthly. It was like divisible by like 150. So one day you get 1, another day you get 2, 1 and 2, and it was a beautiful number. And now they added a 10 to it, and I hate it. I hate it.
But at the same time, this also means that those people who really want those monthly rewards have even less reason to do that 100, elemental metal consumption one.
Which is good. I'll give them that one. I still hate it.
Yeah, so let's talk about the backup system, which is what the sync devices are for.
Yeah.
And it's like race mode exists, so you can actually do this. So, to explain it in a nutshell, the backup system is just a way to utilize your weapons that you don't use.
Wait,
to
this
get
thing
yourself
could
more power.
scroll down?
Yeah, actually, I found that out on the stream.
I didn't know that.
Oh no, my dude, my god!
I was in the same boat before.
I thought there was only 4. There's actually 7. No way, dude. Bro. I didn't know this.
You should have tuned into our stream.
I couldn't.
Oh man.
No way.
You know, I was gonna ask about that because you're saying, "Oh, when you finish the backup," I'm like, "Wait, you're done?"
Yeah, I was like,
I
there's
know
no
was.
way
And
to be
honestly,
done.
to be perfectly honest with you, I still think to this day, it's not gonna take very long.
I mean,
The
I'm
thing
almost
that'll
done.
take
I
the
only
longest
have
is the
7
level.
more slots to to open. Then I'm done.
Yeah, like my first 3
Yeah.
are done. I'm up to the last one, but I can't do it because you have to be level 90 to get it. And then yeah, that's it. Like there's not much more to do. So
What?
eventually, this mode is gonna basically just end, and all you do is just complete the level. So my point still stands. It's just they moved the goalpost, and that's kind of dumb.
I mean, to be fair, we were kind of like that for the dive trigger things within the enemy one.
Yeah.
One thing I really don't like about the backup system is if you want to switch to a weapon that's on there, you have to go all the way out, all the way to the backup. Like there should just be a swap, mechanic.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
should be
quick
able to
swap.
swap, or like they'll automatically de-equip it from the backup if you try to equip it in the character select.
Yeah, I just use the things I know I'm not going to use, like the drill head cannon.
It's like, now on when we do streams, it's like, okay, I need to get this weapon out of backup. So, there's like a lot more menu management to do than before.
It's like this specific system was kind of made for people like me because I've been min-maxing all my weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like now there is a reason to upgrade all your weapons.
Yeah. Now there's a
like
reason to get all your weapons to 60, baby. Because that's right. The Mad Lads did it. When you upgrade your stuff, it was 50, but now they're like, oh, no, bro, you can upgrade even more. We're just going to change the color to purple.
Yep.
Yeah. I was wondering how they were going to do that, and then they took the easiest solution possible. And
I figured that was going to be the case if they were going to do it, and I didn't think they were going to do it, but they did.
They did it.
Also,
the power creep will never end.
I also did notice too that the skill points for the weapons 80 is the max. There is nothing past 80.
Okay.
So once you like get the attack or the crit or whatever to 80, that's it. You're done.
Okay.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
For now.
Man, I'm here wondering, how do these people get these big old numbers? And now I know. I'm here missing 3 slots the entire time.
Scroll down.
Well, it's time to get big numbers, I guess. Yay. We'll pay.
But yeah, I think backup really only exists because the devs realized, like, man, there's not really many ways you can power up at this point. So you know what? Let's just add more stuff.
You know, there's not very many ways to flex my big peepee, so I just gotta make it bigger.
Because they gotta give us a way to meet those insane power
Bigger is
requirements
better.
somehow.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just glad that my weapons that I used to use that are so, powered up actually have a purpose now.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
it makes me feel a little bit better to move on to another weapon than just, yep, that one's done.
God, this means I have to get 7 weapons. In total, 9 weapons because the 2 main ones to 60. Great.
And then you'll need it down the line. You're like, crap, I gotta get out of backup.
Mm-hmm.
I just use things I've already finished weapon gallery grinding for.
Dude, weapon gallery grinding sucks. Hate it.
It does.
God.
I'm only at level 68 on mine. I do not care.
Yeah, I just let the levels come when they come.
Yep. So anyways, back to the patch notes. We covered backup, we covered race mode, and obviously we talked about how you can do single player and co-op stages now.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
Except for oil field.
Yeah, like
can't do
I
oil
think from that
You can't
point
do that
forth, you can't do single player co-op. That might get added later on, but yeah.
Factory is also disabled.
Fun
Single player.
Yeah, fun fact. It does count for co-op, so you can just do single if you really want. Just
Yeah.
That's usually what I do.
When I just want to do my dailies, I just do 40 runs 1-2 in single player.
yeah,
That's it.
because that's like the quickest one, which is pretty neato. Burrito.
I do the other because I
Burrito.
still want to get some gold bolts.
Yeah, I do 4-1 just for a quick gold.
Well, I still do the latest one for the armor pieces and all that whatnot. But yeah, like if you want to like gallery grind, that's probably the best place to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Toxic Seahorse was added as a boss. And
Yeah, that actually
I-
surprised me
stage.
immensely.
I have not reached level 85, so I'll give the hat to y'all on that one.
Yeah, so
the fight's fun.
We're talking about the co-op boss. The co-op stage. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right.
7-2. Factory.
All right. So, well, just to kind of finish 7-1, really quickly. That stage was stupid long, for like
Unnecessarily long.
And it's even worse when you're moving around, like you're literally moving around like Photoshop. So you were not reaching that time because, like, the thing is, the health requirement and the completion requirement is not the hardest thing to do. But when you have, it was
4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes to do it, and you just can't move. One, because you literally cannot move, and then two, of course, there was so many hordes. There's so many hordes, dude. I just don't
And the
know
enemies
why.
took forever to come in.
Yeah. You're just
Slow spawn rate, lots of hordes. That's what took up most of your time.
And then it
You're
ends
just-
with the boss fights.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. It ends with a boss fight that didn't have a boss thing.
Yeah. Both 7-1 and 7-2 ends in a boss.
Yeah. So that was the first thing they did. There's two bosses. There's really a sub boss and then the main boss. So that was cool. They did that, and then Toxic Seahorse was a boss. I'm like, oh, that's a first. 'Cause I'm here thinking they were gonna reuse something from before. But
It
no.
certainly
Right,
wasn't a
they-
first because they did that with Stink Chameleon as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
yeah.
Yeah,
He showed him
Stink
in
Chameleon
co-op
was
before
first in
his
co-op.
event and before story.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean like a co-op having a boss in stage 1. That's the first. That's
Oh,
the
that's new.
Oh, yeah, that's a first, yeah.
Yeah. That was cool, I guess.
And, Metal Gigant's only in challenge mode and co-op. Non-story.
Which is weird. Very weird.
Yeah. So we had a co-op exclusive boss, essentially.
Yep.
And,
he's a fun fight.
yeah, we could have guessed that Toxic Seahorse would have been there because in one of the trailers they showed that there is a Toxic Seahorse chip
Oh yeah.
for the boss chips. But yeah, that was kind of cool. A nice surprise to see him there.
Mhm.
They've given X3 a lot of love recently.
Yep.
Yeah. They have.
X3 is like second only to Command Mission with references and stuff.
Maybe Third Armor
Yeah.
will be next.
Maybe.
Can't wait to file
Yeah,
my
because
taxes.
we also have Rex 2000 as well.
God, Rex 2000's death animation is the most brutal thing like I've ever seen. Have you guys paid attention to it?
Yeah,
I'd
he's
have
like
to look it over again.
slowly but surely dying.
He's like, it's exploding, and he's like banging on the machine to get it to work, and the Rex's eyes are rolling back in its head,
Yeah.
and it's just like, it's frantic, and it's terrible, and I love it.
Oh man.
Like, haha, you're
Tragic.
dead. Your
And then
face.
the smoke clears, and it shows him just laying there before he disappears. I'm like, come on, dude. He was just trying to get by.
Dang, son, we do have a lot of X3 bosses. Those say like the giant. We got gosh,
God,
That
it's-
guy.
Goliath, Rex 2000, Bit, and now Toxic Seahorse.
And then they also added Ray Splasher, which is another X3.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
X2 is really getting left out.
Well, we got a couple X2 bosses at least.
But in comparison with X1 and X3, it's like the least represented, the Super Nintendo ones at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got a character at least second Armor X.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because debatably he's probably one of the best armors. Thanks to the buff.
Yeah, because of the buffs.
I mean, to be fair,
Before he was kind of poo-poo.
he kind of needed it desperately.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing they did that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, speaking of things they added, Iris has a voice now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
so
they do have a new voice actor just for her.
she did a job. I don't mind it.
She did,
Yeah,
yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
fun.
it's very cute. It's very fitting for her character.
Yeah, very
she
cute
did a
and
great job.
fitting as the demon from Spawn of Hell just spawns a bunch of
Okay.
mines and just kills you, and she does it with a huge smile, and she's like,
Yes.
"Oh, I love you," blah blah blah, and you're just dead in pieces, and like, what am I supposed to do with this? Why did I bring a sprig of this weapon? But yeah,
I wonder if the if this new voice actress thing is going to set a precedent, because if they start adding playable characters that were from the Super Nintendo games
I mean,
or from the
by all
Game Boy games,
by all accounts, their best chance to do that again was with the Mega Man Zero characters.
And they didn't.
That's true.
they
just
dropped. They didn't even drop a ball. They didn't even have the ball. They just
Like,
they dropped
even-
something.
Even in the game she's appeared in, Iris had more clips than Mega Man Zero and Leviathan.
It's crazy.
Not only that, but
Yeah.
Leviathan's actor is even retired, and yet they still reviews her clips.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, wow. So it's weird. They got a new voice for Iris, but they didn't do so for Zero and Leviathan. You know, while we're on the topic, I don't know, people have been speculating whether some of the stuff we've heard from Awaken Zero are new clips or not.
Mhm.
What do you guys think?
I
don't
did
know.
a lot of research and I could not find his like character selection screen clip like anywhere.
I haven't heard anything.
Because, yeah, when you watch his intro, he's got like the regular Zero voice, and then his voice, like his balls drop basically after he transforms. It was like, where is that from?
Could be pitch shifted.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just
But
that,
it's just like the
that
tone
line.
of voice, the way he speaks it as well, the way he delivers it.
Mhm.
It's a bit different.
I
Sounds
feel
like a
like-
completely different actor.
I feel like if they were to actually use, like, they actually had a person say lines, I feel like they would say something. They wouldn't just,
Yeah.
leave it
Yeah,
open like that.
it could have been an unused line from something.
Probably. Maybe they
True,
got
okay.
the leaks before we did.
Ah, topical.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they have used
They did
unused line
re-
before, because, you know, the Hodoken for first armor is from X8.
Yeah.
From
I was
X8,
going to
yeah.
bring that up.
Yeah.
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 Well, that makes sense. 'Cause,
Yeah. The Hadoken is unused.
So, where's my
That's very
Shoryuken
interesting.
then?
Well,
Yeah, where's my Shoryuken, man?
one day. Someday. Maybe that'll be one of his skills if he ever comes out. That'd be pretty funny, actually.
Street Fighter Dr. Light.
Yep. Yep,
Uh,
they're saving it for Dr. Light. He's not worthy.
We're not worthy.
see. It looks like they fixed some bugs in this update as well. It says, Iris, the bug with the skill Peaceful Wish that will interrupt enemy players' invulnerability status after Reborn has been fixed.
That
Wait,
goes through
what?
spawn invincibility. It went through spawn invincibility?
I guess so.
I didn't even know that. Wow. Oh my
that's been
god.
This freaking character!
Man, she's busted.
No. You know what? They probably called it a bug fix because that, by all accounts, that's a nerf.
Let's see,
Yeah.
they said the skill explanation error in English, Japanese, and Thai of the weapon explosive blower has been adjusted. Oh yeah,
thank God.
they did fix that, by the way.
Yeah, it
poop transplant
functions
is over.
normal now. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's still pretty bad though.
Yeah, it's
I
still
like how
pretty
they
bad.
like how they specify English, Japanese, and Thai. Isn't that all the languages so far?
Covering their bases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe that just
Let me
means they're
check.
gonna add
Oh
more.
no, there is a fourth option. Okay.
Fourth option is not me. Haha.
Oh, they have a thing here. The daily pack, weekly pack, and monthly pack for elemental metals are removed due to the wrong release time.
What?
What does that mean?
Wait. What?
That's an actual thing in this patch note.
Wait.
So what does wrong release time mean?
What's wrong with getting money? I'm not gonna lie, that actually did kind of upset me a little bit because I was like,
That did too.
that was such a good deal. And
It was. That was like the best deal for elemental metals.
Oh, absolutely, and they just got rid of it like that, bro.
It's really frustrating too because when we get fan donations on our streams now for polls, we have to tell them, sorry guys, there's like nothing good to spend that donation
I'm
on.
sorry, you guys. You guys gotta donate $40-50 to me if you want to see a poll.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's really sad, but it's true.
That's funny.
Because before they passed the 10, like, okay, we'll get the weekly pack. Not anymore. It's gone.
No, like it was so good. Like the packs I have now are just complete poopy.
So now we got a 10 recently from someone, and I just have to be like, well, there's nothing you could feasibly do with that besides like get maybe 200 medals. It's really bad.
It's like at this point it's just a pool.
Yeah, it's just a pool.
It's just like 2 pulls. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yep, guys.
They need to bring those
That's
back.
it. Well, we're just gonna hold your money hostage, and if you don't give me enough money, I'm just never gonna pull in this game ever again.
Like, if the devs are somehow listening to this, just bring those packs back.
Dude,
those are your
the
best
easiest
thing of
money
$3.
you ever made.
Like if the issue was that they were showing up frequently, what's the problem?
Yeah.
And I guess you don't need that much money. I guess.
I guess they don't want my money.
I mean, to be
That's
fair
fine by me.
with how they've been treating this game's quality-wise, yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Wow, that's pretty meta. Jeez, we solved the riddle, you guys. Let's go home, gang.
Bruh.
This is too crazy for my tastes, my guys. I don't get it.
Never seen a company hate money so much since Atlas.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
See, I'm also reading that we did get 200 medals for the explosive blower compensation.
Hey.
Yeah. Wait, no. Do we
3,000
get
weapon
200? Or
patches.
were they like, all right, you gotta pull these boxes, and if you don't pull the amount, oh well, I feel bad for you.
It wasn't the boxes. It's just 200 straight up.
Okay.
And then you got the 3,000 weapon patches.
I mean, I'll be real with you. I still don't think that's enough, man. That entire time was just horrendous.
What do you mean? It was amazing.
I mean, yeah, it was. It was
Because
amazing
it's
for me
you,
because
what?
I wasn't the victim here. But
Yeah. Among all of us
true.
here, I was the one playing the victim.
oh yeah,
You're right.
You were indeed the guinea pig. I'm sorry.
Because I was the only one who didn't have it until now.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so where's my compensation? Why don't I get any compensation, bro? No, you get nothing. Except
Yeah.
you getting stunned for years, I guess.
God.
Yep, that was...
Let's see. There's some other adjustments they mentioned. They adjusted the Steam Chameleon ship, the Gigantic Mechanoid ship, and the Chill Penguin ship.
I don't know what they did
I don't know what they did.
Oh, no!
I don't know what they did.
No. It's the aura. It's the way they look.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, because it says chip effect.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, I played with my auras turned off. What did they change?
I'm actually kind of sad about Sting Chameleons because this was actually pretty cool. It was no longer see-through green. It's just green goop around you.
It looks kind of like the spike ball chip now.
Yeah. Like, they all look very similar now. They no longer look unique or anything.
Yeah, and Chill Penguin, before you were all white. You had like a white layer on top of you, and now you have sort of like a blue jello effect around you.
Oh, yummy.
It's like you got an ice armor around you.
I think the one that obsessed me the most is Mad Nautilus because he looks so cool, and now he looks like poopy. I hate it. It's just whatever. It's just there, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, you had something so good, and you just dropped the ball. And I don't even mind that they changed Chill Penguin because Chill Penguin was very blinding. At least if you were in a dark area, you'd be able to find it, I guess.
It looked good on Ultimate Armor, and that's about it.
Yeah. Wait, which one?
Vanilla's the only one that I have.
Okay.
So I've seen that one.
Because there's two now.
The non-Cucks one.
Oh. the pretty cool
Hey.
one.
I don't know what it looks like.
Sorry. This patch note says that they optimized the reconnect system of Arena and they optimized the connection, but they also broke it. So where was the optimization?
Yeah.
It was there for a second.
It's like they say they optimized reconnection, but during that brief period, I got more, lonely PvP matches than I ever had throughout my entire time playing this game.
Yeah. I guess they tried to optimize it, but in the process they broke it by accident.
Yeah, we gotta learn to expect that now, I guess.
Yeah. So hey, we changed something, but it's broken.
Not gonna tell you what it is. Change it. Shut up.
They optimized how much they can
It's the
break
YouTube. It's a YouTube thing right now. So hey, we added a new feature, but everything else broke. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
You want to play my fun game? No, you won't. Have fun.
See, and the only other thing I'm seeing is they optimized the skill animation for Rayquaza on Black Zero, and then Sigma's passive skill Preventive Shield has been optimized. And then the upper limit to purchase and shop has been adjusted. Oh yeah, they did do that. So like instead of 10 at a time, you can buy 50 at a time now.
You know, as amazing and cool that is, it actually screwed me one time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I needed the proficiency weapon because I was trying to max some stuff out. I'm like, all I need is 10 or maybe like 5, whatever. So I instinctively pushed the max cap and push purchased, and then I noticed my metal stash went down by a lot. And I was like, wait, I just bought 50. I mean, I wasn't upset, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I lost like 1,000 medals.
You just spent 1,000 medals on the memory card.
Yeah. And I still don't have enough. That's the most depressing part. Oh man, but yeah, it's very convenient though. Like when it comes to buying memories, it's so good. So
yeah, when you're doing the patches, it's very cool.
Just
you can kind of
be careful.
Yeah, you can have a better picture too, like what you're actually spending, because now you can see for characters, for example, 50 is 1,500 medals.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Be like,
anyways,
be like that.
What else we got here? Okay, there's some bugs they probably fixed already. Well, we hope.
You know, on that same note, I wish that they would add something to the proficiency conversion where you could just type in how many you want. Because when you need a small amount and you're sitting on 200,000 of them, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like I just need to take off 1,000, and I can't, because you can't move your finger that much.
No.
I think sometimes it's outright impossible. I mean, what I would do, it got so bad. I actually have like my D-pads to have like the turbo button on that space, and I just push it, and it just does it for me. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be sitting there tapping right for a few minutes.
I can relate.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I noticed that too. Especially with the event they had recently, the Weapon Master event.
Yep, that's what brought all this to light for me.
Yep. Oh, I've been dealing with this since day 10 or 20. I don't know, but yeah, I've been going through it because I went through the hassle. In fact, it's got so bad I've memorized the numbers in my head because I was trying to get my weapon gallery up, and in order to get like the full level for that portion, you have to upgrade your weapons to 40. So I just remembered the value, and it's good for every single weapon, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty bad, crazy. So yeah, let us type it, please. That'd be pretty cool, I guess.
Okay. Well, before we finish up the discussion on the major update that happened a couple weeks ago, should we talk about the cyberspace stage? What do you guys think about it?
Bring your swords.
I have no opinion. I've played these stages. In fact, I felt like they repeated themselves a lot.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, I have no opinion. It's just exists, just a thing. I've played cyberspace multiple times before cyberspace was even a chapter, so it's like my opinion hasn't changed. It's cool, but that's it. On you fight Bit.
Yeah. Like Quinn said, take your sword because you're gonna need it because all the balls.
Lots of balls.
You will get blue balled if you're not careful.
Yep. It's crazy. Can't believe it.
And then we got a little thing happen in the lore where Bit talked a little bit about his history in X3, and then he mentioned a character called the Doctor, I believe.
Oh.
Am I right?
I do recall that, yes.
Is he talking about Doppler or someone else?
Yeah,
To be
that's the
continued.
question, isn't it?
No, he's talking about me.
Oh.
You're the Doctor.
Now see, it just so happened that before this happened, we got that new trailer for Mega Man VR, where Wily digitized himself.
Cross promotion? I like it.
Could be. But hey,
So
that's just
a
a
Japan
theory.
exclusive. It's a Japan exclusive game that's cross promoting a game that's not out in Japan yet. I like it.
Yes, my favorite.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, there's all those Mega Man Duel Masters, cross promotions that are happening again, by the way.
Yeah, we need to do we got a big Mega News Roundup coming up soon. There's a lot to cover.
Crazy.
Mostly Battle Network stuff, believe it or not.
Does this mean we're finally
Alright.
getting that crossover at some point?
Who knows?
Assuming this game is not dead or broken, or both.
Yeah, if this game lasts until next year, I could see the EXE crossover happening for the 20th anniversary. Then again, knowing X DiVE, we could see the next major crossover next month or something.
Or knowing X DiVE, we could see the end of service announcement.
Or maybe in September, because we had Mega Man in June, right? Or no, not June, May. It was in May, right?
I think
The
so.
classic event.
I think so.
Yeah. So then we had Mega Man 0 in July, so the next one might be in September if they keep up the pattern. The question is what?
Mm-hmm.
And why?
And why? I could see them like going between all the series, just getting the main Mega Man out, so that next time they come back around to that series, they can do, you know, Base, Rogue, the other Guardians, you know.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's a good idea.
I'm pretty sure those collabs could be like the big draws for the game from now on when it comes to new characters, because in all honesty, at least for the X series, they got all the, you know, the heavy hitters in, all the crowd pleasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're only a few months in and we already got both Ultimate Armors, Sigma, Iris, First Armor, Black
Yeah.
Zero, Awakened Zero.
Yeah, they've actually, yeah, they have been putting out a lot of heavy hitters. Like,
And the frequency as well. There's a new character. You can expect there to be a new character practically every week or two.
Like,
Yeah, that's impressive.
honestly, that's probably the big concern people were having before, like, you know, all the mentions of, you
Me
know,
too.
running out of characters. It was like, they're not going to run out of characters, but they've already got all the main attractions out of the way.
yeah,
Well, that's when
Yeah,
the
It's
variations
getting to the
come
point
out.
where you don't really care as much anymore. Like, it's still cool for the time being, but it's going to get to the point where you're like, who's this character?
like, the thing I've noticed too is that there's basically mostly new characters, and I put quotations in new because I mean it's just X in a different armor. That's cool, but it's technically a new character, so we'll give you that one. But I'm talking like we haven't seen very many alts, with the exception of White Day.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And then
Yeah, I want some more
Zero
costumes.
has 4 different forms now.
I mean,
Oops, all zeros.
listen,
Oops.
listen. They're all different, okay? Can you not, please? Please, can you just not? They're different. Okay.
Okay, so we got, you know, literally just a black Zero.
Yep.
And then Zero, but he's woke.
And then we have Zero, but
Gonna be
you're
honest.
broke.
Gonna be honest here. During the polls on the stream, I was really hoping you would have gotten Awakened Zero and Ferrum at the same time. I was really hoping for that.
That would have been funny.
That would have been awesome.
Thought detected. Stay woke.
Love it. And then yeah, you have Woke Zero, Broke Zero, Black Zero, and then Zero. So that's cool, I guess.
We still need
Zero.
X1 Zero, Absolute Zero, Zero with a hat. You know,
X10 could be a skin easily.
yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do it yet.
They already have them all, they just gotta recolor them.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo just got leaked, you know. There's some ideas.
Yes,
Taiwan,
Nightmare
right?
X10.
Although I guess the answer to my question is they want to tape it for an event.
Mhm.
Because lately, yeah, like all the skins so far have been events, right?
I mean, they already missed a chance with the Central Highway
I believe
event.
so.
Besides Command Mission X,
Except for
we got
Command
that
Mission, yeah.
restored. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's see, Quicksilver Marno, and then we had White Day Zero.
That's it.
Not a lot
Is that
of
really
skins,
it?
actually.
3.
Jeez.
There's so many ideas they could do for skins.
Mhm.
They're just not doing it. But, you know, I honestly thought Quicksilver Marno should have been an S-rank character, though. Like, if they do Black Zero, they can do Quicksilver Marno. Come on.
Yeah, that was kind of weird too. It's like, I mean,
The weirdest thing with Black Zero is that Zero's got so many abilities they could choose from, but yet they went for another ground pound.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
It looks cool.
Yep.
But it's functionally almost the same thing as Rakoha. It's just that now you can use this one in the air. Why can't you do it with the other one?
It looks cool.
Because he's not black.
it. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
The riddle has been solved.
Oh, God.
Can't believe it. This game's crazy. This game is much more progressive than I thought, actually. Maybe it's not so
Yes.
bad. I'm kidding. It's very bad. Please fix your game. Please. Oh, Jesus. I can't even joke about that. Because it's depressing.
It is. Well, so we talked about the co-op stage, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about story.
Well, actually, no. There's one more point about the co-op stage. So I guess they also heard our cries, and they're like, okay, we are going to increase the time to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
They did do that.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. So it's possible.
Yeah, the first week it was basically impossible to get to restart, and they're like, okay, fine, we'll increase the time to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or just, cut down a little bit on the hordes,
Or just make them appear faster.
Oh yeah, just fix the horde in general. Just have them all pop up at once, because that's what you like to do apparently. Like, come on. We're gonna talk about that.
It's not even that one stage. It's in every stage.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's in every stage. Oh, I know.
When X DiVE was first announced, I was saying, I hope they don't rely on the hordes too much. And here we are.
Wait, yeah, that's the only content there is for stages.
Oops, all hordes.
Yeah. Oops, all hordes.
Are we gonna talk about that? Because that was a gigantic
As part of this
problem.
update.
Yeah, that is indeed part of this update.
Alright, go for it.
So,
Jacob Elevator.
the Jacob elevator. Mr. Jacob here. I was just seeing
So
an update.
we got 5 additional stages for Jacob Elevator, normal and hard, and then we got challenge mode, which is basically the same 20 floors, the first 20, but your power requirement, there's no power requirement. The system determines your power.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's fine.
Yeah, challenge mode is fine. It's there. But you do get the coins for vigor, which we'll talk about later.
But 31 to 35. We need to talk.
we do.
If you can see my face, it's not pretty. Not pretty at all.
Hey guys, you like those Metars that heal?
Oh man.
Do you like
32.
you like 20 of them?
I like them in command mission because they gave you generators.
Do you like do you like your horde rooms? Don't answer that question, because I know the answer to that question. The answer is yes. So we're just gonna just hold down Control V forever. And I hope your phone can handle it. Because if you don't got a good phone, what are you crazy? Like, we'll get a better phone, kid. What's wrong
Son,
with
go
you?
ask your mom for a new phone, because you're going to need it.
Oh boy.
Straight up playing on iPad. This is the first time I've ever actually seen the frame rate dip that heavy.
Yeah, no device is spared from this.
It dipped in my PC.
Well, it always dips on my PC. And I have a powerful
Me
PC.
too. Nox. Stuff together. And Capcom Taiwan too, but I think that's self-explanatory at this point. So they added some interesting levels. I don't remember the context of all the levels, to be honest with you, but it was basically, we're just gonna drop a bunch of enemies on the floor and just kill them all, I guess. And you have 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
The first floor was pretty much oops, all mess, so
Yeah.
there was that going for it. But then the second floor had oops, all healing mets.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
I think the 33 was the most. It was probably the most lenient one because there were platforms.
Yeah, 33 is very easy.
So that was nice. That was good. Oh, then we get to 34. Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. You like your balls? Cause oh boy. A lot of balls.
Oh boy.
Basically, there's just a lot of enemies, but now we have moving balls. And those balls will eat up your time like crazy.
Mhm.
And
It holds you in place, and then the mech comes and punches you in the.
I hope
and you
your
die.
units are stacked. I hope you guys have stacked weapons, because it just might take everybody. Maybe.
See, on hard mode, it took me 6 characters. And I think more than that on normal, actually. Because I was at 79 or something when I first played it.
Oh, and were you complaining about 34 health bars on Sting Chameleon times 2? Well, that was absolutely nothing in comparison to Big Chunky Boy with tentacles who had so much more. And I mean, that's fine, I guess. Let's just make our HP sponges bigger. But then you had to give it to the guy who's like, oh, guess what? I'm just gonna block all your damage for like 5 minutes when you only have 2. So,
Well,
have fun with that one.
You get 2 minutes effectively. It's a little bit more, but by the time this fight starts, you effectively get 2 minutes to do this. And he blocks half the time, so great.
Or 3/4 if you're really that unlucky, which happens.
So you only really get like a minute or less than a minute of time to actually attack him.
Oh, you want to do damage? Haha, no. Shut up.
79 health bars are effectively 80 health bars.
Ha, you're funny. you're funny. You want to do damage? No. No damage for you.
Oh, by the way, sometimes he'll only have his core open for a few seconds before he attacks again and closes it.
Yep.
Reminds me of
It's all
that.
down to RNG.
Reminds me of that commercial with the guy. He's like, I got you $1. And he's like, it's on a fishing hook. It was like one of those insurance commercials, but that's basically how I felt. Like, oh, I can damage you. Nope. No, I can't.
No.
Take it back.
Ooh, we almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
You're too slow.
I'm sorry, did you blink? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I feel bad for you, son. Okay, good. What? You suck at this game? I feel bad for you.
There is nothing in the entire game that can pierce his core when it's closed. Like when the hole's closed.
Nope. Nothing.
But even if you poison him, he blocks that
He
too.
blocks the poison. You ever seen poison do 0
Poison damage?
God,
What's that?
I wish poison worked like that.
It certainly does with a shield, but that's about it.
I wish it worked like an actual RPG. Which is, this claims to be an action RPG.
Bruh. Like, I don't know how to feel anymore.
Jesus.
Like, this is my life.
So crazy.
This
How
is
many
it.
health bars does he have in hard mode? I'm still stuck on 34 on hard.
Hard mode is the one with 80.
Yeah,
Oh, it goes to
80.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's fun. No, it's not.
Boy, I can't wait for the next
I hope
boss.
you guys detected my sarcasm from that, because it's not fun.
I can't wait for the 100 health bar boss. Because it's only going to go up from here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be bit, and you're gonna be paralyzed every second.
Oh no.
So what enemies are gonna be in his boss room though?
What stuns?
Oh, the freaking red turrets. They were introduced in the Boomer Klinger event.
Perfect. They're gonna go on the ceiling and the floor, and it's gonna be like in the pattern where no matter what, you're just gonna get hit by one. Shut up.
It's like if he dodged the turret, you get hit by the rings.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Well, this one likes to home in.
Well, feel bad for you, son.
There we go. We devised the most devious boss.
He is a time waster because he's invincible during that dash of his.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
X DiVE devs are taking notes.
I hope he just dashes. Actually, no. Let me not say that because they're gonna be like, "Oh, what's wrong with dude? This guy just said just have him dash 50 times in a row. Oh boy, let's just do that."
I think we did do it to ourselves though, because when Jacob Elevator first opened up, we were all like, "Man, this is too easy. Where's the challenge?" And they're like, "Oh, you want a challenge? Eh? I'll give you a challenge."
I mean, to be fair, like I didn't mind the fact that you made it difficult, but like, really, we're just gonna stack enemies? Really?
Yeah, it's not good design.
Really? What is this?
We'll just copy and paste the same enemies, including those healing metars.
Oh Jesus.
Heal every enemy
I
on
actually
screen 4
noticed.
times at once.
I actually noticed that in 31, or was it 32? No, it was 32 with the platforms. They had 2 Mega Mentors on top of each other at a time.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? Because you supposedly kill one and there's another one beneath it. And you're like, what the heck? Alright, game. Sure. Yeah, no, they're literally just copy and pasting. It's so crazy.
You know what? I respect the hustle.
They had to hit the deadline.
But my God. This. Oh God. Oh jeez. And I was struggling. Put money in this game, bruh.
Yeah.
You're free to play.
Well,
I feel bad.
when your whales are struggling, you have a problem.
I feel bad for you. Well,
Yeah.
to be specific, the free to play who aren't good, I feel bad for you because it's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's just not happening at all. Like you're just gonna whittle down each day until eventually you do it, and you're like, "Oh, I can take all the time in the world," and then you remember, August 3rd.
Yeah. See, I said it already, but the only thing that got me through this was the power of Onagai.
That's true.
I had to use the most OP character in the game just to clear this.
Excuse me, do you have Onagai? No, then just quit the game. Never come back.
And give up.
Alright.
By the way, for stage 32, I'll give you guys a tip. Please use the launcher. It actually helps a lot.
Yes.
Because I could not beat that stage until I used the launcher. Because other people were saying, oh, use the snow sprayer for the shield. But it does so crap damage, it's not even worth actually. Just use Onagai.
Yeah. Let's see, I like to use Black Zero a lot because this shield comes back way quicker. That's pretty cool. There's also a very cheese spot in the Mad Nautilus fight. So if you go all the way to the, like right in front of him, literally at the edge, you use a Gatling, whatever weapon really, you just duck there and for the most part be safe. His tentacles might hit you once or twice maybe, and if you have a shielded character you can just put your shield on and, you know, maybe take a hit too. But I mean, yeah, you can just sit there and, I mean, all your characters are gonna die because you're just not gonna make that 2-minute mark. There's just no way. So that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that time limit, I forgot to mention with the level 32 especially, it wasn't the fact that I couldn't survive that stopped me from beating the stage. It was the fact that you only got a couple of minutes, and that's it, to clear all these very tanky enemies that also have Metars healing them, and they spam a lot of them. So yeah, you're gonna need a lot of power to kill them all in time.
And remember, if you win, time's going down. So if you don't make it,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah, your character outright dies. You can't use it until the next day.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and your progress doesn't save like on the boss fights, so
Nope.
have fun.
Nope. I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm. Well, that covers Jacob, I think.
Yeah, it's Jacob got fat. Basically what happened. And,
Yeah.
And
They were feeling especially devious this time.
but I'm on a diet.
They've been feeding him so much because they've got all these fat stacks from whales.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Well, so that was one of the things that came out on July 16th. The other thing is the Vigor Capsule.
Oh.
Ooh. So the deal with the Vigor Capsule is from the day it came out to like early August. Let me see. I think I have it here. Yes, until August 20th. So there's a very long time on this banner. You get a free pull a day, and when you do that pull, you get what's called a Vigor Coin. What can you use that Vigor Coin for? Well, there's a new event shop in the game, and for 30 Vigor Coins, you can exchange it for an S-Rank character. Isn't that cool? Your selection is First Armor X, Cinnamon, Black Zero, Ferrum, and Second Armor X. So basically the 5 starter characters. It's pretty cool. So yeah, basically, if you do a free pull every day, you just log in every day and do it, you will get a free S-Rank character, essentially. That's nice. You know, you have to wait a while to actually get the character, but it's not a bad deal at all. I mean, it's free.
So I'll have a funny story about that.
Sure.
I was saving for Black Zero because he was very close to live starring, and I haven't really played the game for several days. I'm just willpower again, just not there. I completely forgot about the Vigor event, and I just bought the rest of the memories. So I don't think I have a purpose anymore. Well, I guess Ferrum or Second Armor, but yeah, that happened. That's cool, I guess. You're taking too long.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Yeah, it takes a while, especially if because you can technically get 2 coins a day if you have paid medals.
Yeah.
But if you don't spend in this game, if you're a free-to-play player, you gotta settle with the 1 a day.
Basically. That's fun, I guess. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's not. I'm not having fun.
So, here's the deal too. Remember the challenge mode in Jacob I mentioned?
Yeah.
Well, they have a separate event along with this where you can get 20 coins in total, 1 coin for each stage you complete. And it'll be delivered sometime in August? Don't think it says. But yeah, they'll deliver it sometime in August before the event shop closes. So, with the 30 something you get from pulling once a day, and the 20 coins, you'll have almost enough for 2 S-Rank characters, but you would have to still pay a little bit of real money to get some, you know, do a few of the limited capsules in order to have enough for 2 characters. But you can do it.
Yeah. Possible. I'm pretty sure, though, there's just going to be more opportunities to get Vigor coins, because they did say that there's like 2 other ways of getting it, but they just haven't, like, you know.
Well, they said there's going to be 2 more events
Yeah.
for the summer carnival, but they haven't revealed them yet.
So, more than likely in those events, they'll be like, hey, you want more Vigor coins? Here you go. Here you go, champ.
It's possible. And by the way, for the summer carnival, they did have an image of a watermelon version of Chill Penguin. He's very chill.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, he looks chill. I mean, what else can
Oh,
you say?
boy, it's wow. The wordplay, it's amazing.
So you know, there may be an event
Only the
stage
Game was!
centered around him. Yeah, there might be an event Chill Penguin watermelon fight.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I can see that.
Similar to the Chocolate Factory.
More importantly, in that same banner image, we also got what looks like a weapon and character ticket. So that may have something to do with the upcoming events as well.
Nice. $50 billion to buy one ticket to get one pull. That's not even guaranteed.
We at the very least have
interesting.
the weapon tickets already, in a sense.
Yeah.
The interesting part to me is that the tickets in this banner are rainbow colored. You remember the SS rank? Looks like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's just visual. If they actually,
it probably
if
is,
they actually
but
truly introduce a new ranking, I just don't even know anymore.
quit the game. It's gotta be 1%.
Yes, we're gonna introduce a brand new character rank, but our game is still broken. Don't mind me.
And now you have to pay $200 to get to get this
And
SS ring.
I might just take that 200 and never come back,
Nope.
and you get nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess.
Just keep an eye on that. We'll never know. So, speaking of the ticket, may as well talk about the Weapon Master event real quick.
Yeah.
That was this week, but essentially with Weapon Master, there's 5 different weapons you can upgrade to get these Hunter tokens, which you can use for roulette. And one of the new items you get from the roulette, other stuff is basic stuff, but the new item you get is the weapon ticket. And when you get that item, a weapon capsule opens up, and essentially the ticket just lets you get a free weapon pull. And you might get B ranks most of the time because it's regular rates. But yeah, that's the thing.
I've only gotten one, and I got a B. So that's cool, I guess.
I got six or 7 tickets in total, and I got 1 S rank, and it was a dupe. Doomblade.
Oh man, my
And
favorite.
that one pull used up all his luck for that stream.
Yep.
Yeah, because I proceeded to not get. I didn't get a single S rank in the little Dive Festival banner, and despite the incredible odds.
Every time somebody mentions that, I just want to vomit.
The incredible odds. Oh my god.
No, I actually legitimately had a full-on argument about that Dive was more generous than Faye. I'm like, you are actually out of your mind.
Seriously?
That's just not even an argument. I don't care if people hate Faye, that's fine. But no, Dive is not that generous.
No.
Oh, Jesus. That's why I wanted to blow my brains the other day. I was like, oh my god! Don't stop it! Oh, jeez.
I feel your pain.
Yeah. People don't know rates very well. You know, people still think the spark system's a petty. It's not petty. It's not.
No.
I wish!
It's for whales.
But it's not. Yeah.
It's not for the free to play. It's for the whale, because
Yeah.
unless you're hoarding for a literal month, you're not gonna have enough to take advantage of that.
I don't know. I never did the math, and if someone's crazy enough to do the math, by all means, please tell me. But I'm pretty sure when Spark was first introduced, I think feasibly speaking, free to play only, you just didn't have enough to Spark. I'm pretty sure that was the case.
I feel like I get anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 medals a week, and that's with the tickets, like the drop pack.
No,
mind
I'm
you.
speaking strictly free to play. You didn't spend a single penny on this game.
That's what I mean. Like, even as someone who buys those packs, like,
Because the thing
you're
is,
still not gonna.
yeah,
because
because like the thing is, if you're buying those packs, that's 90 medals a day.
90 a day.
So, and well, if you don't have that, then my guy, you're not getting diddly biddly squat.
Yeah, because the daily intake for free-to-play players is through, the dailies. And you only get like 80 from them.
Yeah.
You only get
That's
more
it.
from, the weekly rewards, like from PvP, which is an extra 170.
I'd say I think the
Awesome.
daily you get, I think 170 because there's the 20, the 50, and the 100.
Yeah, I just said that. But that's a weekly reward for PvP.
That's a weekly.
No, I was talking about logging in daily.
Oh, I'm just talking about like every day when you log in, like besides the login bonus.
Yeah.
The only
Oh yeah,
amount
there's
you can
also
earn
that
in
too.
game is just
Yeah.
80.
Yeah. Pretty bad. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not a lot. And yeah, like really most of your medals are gonna come from events or the few times the devs might give some compensation. Which I do think that's where most of our medals were coming from early on.
That
'cause
and the
they compensated
achievements.
a lot.
So I have a crazy
The
theory.
achievements, yeah.
You know how they added the race mode and they're adding more points?
Mhm.
I think they're gonna add enough points to eventually add more points needed per month. Instead of needing 3,000, you might need 3,500.
Oh god.
I get the feeling it's gonna happen.
I could see it. Yeah. Where were we?
Dead. Dying.
Absolutely dead. All right. You guys who play free to play, I don't know how you do it because yeah, you really don't get very many medals doing free to play.
Oh, I know how they do
and
it.
then
They play the game, and they're like, "Wow, this game
Well,
sucks," and then they leave, and then they never come back.
It's just being a free to play player in this game. It legitimately sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You really can't get much done unless you hoard.
It's not as generous as you would like. That is indeed for sure.
Yeah. That's why I always say, like, I recommend the packs. $15 a month to actually make this game playable, which is bad. It's very bad.
Although being honest, it doesn't really deserve it.
No.
You're not wrong.
Well, it's like I think everyone here has vowed to stop doing the packs.
Well, I wouldn't say I vow, but slap yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror and be like, "Hey, man, I can be a good game for a long period of time. So can you just fix your game? That's all you gotta do. I know it's hard, but I mean, I'm just gonna complain the entire time and be like, hey man, if you don't fix your game, I'm just gonna stop playing. Simple as that. Because realistically speaking, losing money is one thing, but losing a player base, that's even worse. Because if it gets to the point where a game goes end of service and it's not because of longevity, but because you just were just awful, you just set yourself one hell of a reputation. That
Just look at Konami.
yeah. Look at them. Now they're just doing pachinko.
Because, they recently shut down a Castlevania mobile game that, at the time, didn't even get released in America yet. It had a soft launch in
Yeah.
Japan and Canada, but didn't reach any other regions.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
It's only was up for a couple of months.
Oh god.
Yeah, sounds
So, yeah.
real familiar.
Sounds very familiar. And I'm not saying this to be mean or anything. It's like, no, that's the reality of it. Like, if they don't pick up the slack and fix their stuff, there might be a video that pops up or a Twitter that pumps up that says, "Hello, players. We are here to announce the end of service for Rockman X DiVE. We're going to close on this day. Thank you for playing." And that's it. That's all there is.
I have to address this because there's some guy being like, "Why are you being so down on the game? Be more positive." Well, let me just say this. I really like the ideas of X DiVE. Yeah, it's gotcha, but I like how they brought all these characters together, and it's a fun game when it works. But that's the thing. We want the game to actually work.
You see, I mean, I get it. You want to be nice. You want to be as positive as possible. And I am that exact same. I am that person. I try to look at the positive at everything, even if it looks bleak. However, if you love something, you have to be critical. You cannot just, just lollygag and just hope for the best every time, because guess what? You do that, they're like, well, they're okay with this, so let's just not do very much. That's exactly what's happening with Pokemon.
At the same time, if people were, all forgiving for bad products, we wouldn't have, the stigma around X6 and X7 that we do today.
Right.
That is also true.
You call them out when they deserve it, and this game deserves to be called out. Because I have not been angrier at a game functionally than X6 and X7.
I think Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and this Nintendo Entertainment System plays better than this game. I'm gonna be honest here. Oh, that's a thing.
It's like, listen, guys, we love to be here and talk about the cool things about this game, and there's a lot of cool things about this game. But we need to be critical. We need to call out when they do bad, because we just want a better game at the end of the game. At the end of the day, we want this game to continue and to thrive. We want it to be around next year. That's the reality of it right now.
Let me put it.
Y'all want it to release in the U.S.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
I have a hot take on that. I don't think this game is ready for a global release.
It's not.
Heck no.
Ever.
They are not ready. From the game itself to marketing, that English in their marketing is not going to fly outside of Taiwan.
How long did it take them to learn to spell Maverick?
Seriously. And then recently they had a thumbnail where they say, it's like, that's purr cute. They're trying to say super, but it's like, it's purr. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's...
Get someone who can translate for y'all, seriously.
Or just get some schmuck off the internet. Don't even pay them. Just say, hey, can you do this for me? Sure. Problem solved.
Hire us, man.
Pay them with elemental metals.
And if this game does get a global release, they're gonna have to relocalize this. Like, it's playable, but it's not I wouldn't call it a high quality localization.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's debatable at best. I don't know. This is weird. Very weird.
Yes. My gosh. Yeah, it's not ready. Like, I know you guys want this game to come out globally. I do too. I just don't think it's ready.
And I don't think it ever will be.
We haven't heard a single thing about whether that will actually happen. I think that's for a good reason. So yeah, that happened.
Did happen. Well, I mean, and I should also mention too, whether or not, no matter how much money you spent on the game, no matter if you're good or bad at the game, that shouldn't factor in when it comes to opinions. Honestly, as long as you played the game yourself and at least for a good chunk to understand and comprehend the game, then you can have a valid opinion or something like that. But you know, especially coming from a guy who spent God knows how much in this game, like even I'm like, this is dumb. This is stupid. Y'all need to fix your stuff, please, for the love of God, because I just want to cry now. Not literally, but this is. You hate to see something that you like just not be good.
Just remember, if we say PvP sucks, it's not necessarily because of our gaming abilities. It might be because it's actually broken. Think about that.
Bruh, I mean, not even, like, whether, yeah, exactly, because there was this guy who was like, oh, you say it sucks because you suck at PvP. I'm like, I'm pretty decent in PvP. Quinn's pretty decent in PvP. I know a guy who's really good in PvP, and I enjoy fighting him all the time, but we all say the same thing. Bro, this PvP sucks. PvP needs work. Want to vomit.
Yeah.
Oh, want to cry.
Like, to put things in perspective, we've been covering this game since last year, and we've been playing this game, you know, on a daily basis since the end of March of this year. I'm pretty sure by now we can form a valid opinion on this game.
You've been playing this game since beta?
Yeah.
Bro?
Like, our entire lives has been nothing but X DiVE for the last, you know, half a year or something. More than that, even.
I've lost count.
We really had lost count at this point. It's been a long time. Like, when we say something is up, something's up, dude.
Yeah.
We haven't even got to the best part yet.
No. There's still more. Let's see. Did we cover everything for July 16th? I think so. Yeah. So let's move on to this week. Or this, last week, rather. As we're recording this. So, we did have the Awaken Zero banner, DiVE Festival.
Yay.
Incredible odds.
No.
Not really.
No.
No.
That's just a marketing ploy.
Those are definitely words.
Yes. So, you know, just like other DiVE festivals, 6% for S, but only, what, 2% for a character, 1% for Awaken Zero, and then the other characters are 0.083%. Incredible odds.
Yeah, they can still show up more frequently somehow.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Like how Black Zero cuxed me out of Iris.
Did that to me this time with Awaken Zero.
Oh my god. You know, like we touched on earlier in this video, I did not get a single S rank except for that weapon capsule.
Also, let it be known, during this
This is a
discussion, I
completely
got my
different one.
weekly in for PvP, got enough for a 10 pull, got the SSD Abyss again.
Oh, you didn't get anything?
Just got the SSD Abyss again, that's it.
Oh wow. I don't even have that weapon. I got the 10 memories for it. Yeah, it's there. Incredible odds.
Well, it doesn't say they're incredibly good. They're just incredible.
Yeah?
Incredible implies incredibleness.
Not positive or negative. Gotcha's a cruel mistress.
I've seen other Gacha games that have 8.1 for the highest ranking things. And that's specifically because it's a pun on boops.
That's funny, actually. Yes. So how the argument started was somebody had brought up the legendary banish from Fire Emblem Heroes. It is like, okay, to get a legendary hero or what is considered legendary or whatever else is in that pool, it's 8%, and so it's like divided up into, because it's 4 colors, each color gets 3, and it's 8% to get one of them. So it sounds crazy, but even then, you have to realize that they have something that we've been wanting for a long time called the pity system. Now, I mean, luck is luck. Just because there's a pity system, that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get what you want. It might take longer than expected, but you know, like at least they're doing something to increase the odds. Dive does not have that remotely. Not even remotely. They have Spark, but that requires you to use your medals or spend some money in hopes of getting. Well, I mean, you're guaranteed to get it if you do the Spark, but that's 25k medals. That's a lot of money. You don't have that entire amount, so you know it's not as easy as you think. And good luck.
If only get carried over.
All I can say is good luck.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you now, even with the Spark, me personally, when I was trying to go for Sigma, I didn't get them till after like 200 plus rolls. So that was at least 20k medals down the drain, and I didn't get them. And was it you, Quint? You were saying how you actually no, it was, I don't remember who it was, but somebody they didn't get the character at all.
Oh yeah, that was ASAP with Sigma.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, ASAP, he had a Spark. He had no choice. So after 25k,
crazy.
he didn't get diddly squat. So there you go. That's cool, I guess.
God, the last S-Train character I got was Cucks, and that was literally the day after the Cucks banner ended. So I didn't get the 40 memories with him.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool. And I was on the Sigma banner. It's like, I want Sigma. Like, I'll take the Cucks, but I wanted Sigma.
No. You get nothing. Stop asking.
Stop being so spoiled, ShadowRock. God.
No. Stop it. Cease. It's crazy though, but yeah, that's where we're at. We're at that point. And God, it's really depressing. You can just hear it in my voice. I'm like, I want to be happy, but I just can't. It's gonna become a big poop, and it's making me sad.
There's a lot to love about this game, but the quality assurance just isn't there for us to be like super excited about it.
I should also mention too, should this game close tomorrow, and they say at the end of the service, a question that people tend to ask: would you regret spending all that money for a game that just shut down? And at least to me, the answer is no. It's like, well, I enjoyed it. That's why I spent it. If I lived in fear of something closing or whatever, and I put my money in it, well, I'd be afraid of everything, really. But that fear ain't gonna... That fear's gonna impede you, not help you. So spend it however you like. But very end of the day, if it closes, to me, that's just, well, this is more money in my pocket, I guess. Onward to the next day or whatever. And I'll literally just keep living my life. I wouldn't care. Now, I don't think people share that same sentiment as me, because, you know, that's a lot of money.
The issue is, like, who's gonna archive this stuff if it does disappear one day?
No.
Yeah, that's my big issue.
Nobody.
Because that is the thing, like, we have all this cool content, but it could just vanish one day right under our noses.
Yep.
And it'll really suck. Which is why, this is why we cover this stuff. Because at least we'll be able to archive it in our own way.
Yeah. And free to play players, they don't care. They're like, oh, game's done. I'm out. See you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Just another short chapter in Mega Man's mobile life.
It's just another deep log error. Yeah, I said it.
This game really is meta.
Truly.
The whole plot is about fixing deep log errors, but it turns out the true deep log error was the game itself.
It's crazy.
Because there's like bugs they have to fix every week, and they basically use us, the player sons, to tell them that it's broken. Because we are literally fixing the deep log errors of the game mechanically.
Yeah?
That's so deep and meta, it's insane.
I have to respect the hustle.
Yeah. Anyways, there is another thing that came out last week. That was the new boss rush event.
Just like the last one.
And
Yep.
that's the last thing. That was a cool 5 minutes of content.
Yeah.
There's actually something that really bugs me about that. Oh, gee, that wasn't a pun, I swear. Yeah, so remember when we had that racing mode with the cyberspace, the classic, was it the Darkman event?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how there was that pause glitch where you can just pause the game, like just get off the screen or whatever and whatnot, and then you can just do your thing, whatever. Well, it seems like they fixed that, but they didn't fix the core problem of why that glitch exists, and that's because, well, I mean, the same issue is just gotta wait for the boss to start, gotta wait for him to do his animation, watch the HP bar appear, and time's just going down the drain. And it's like, why can't you just have it so that from the moment you can move to the moment you can move, control the time better, instead of just letting it roll and then I'm just sitting there wasting 10 seconds just waiting for a stupid animation to be like, oh hey, you can you can play now, but you lost 10 seconds.
Right, that's how it works in a regular video game. When you get control of your character, the time starts. When the stage ends, the time stops.
Yep.
Next time though.
Oh, you're watching that, baby. You're sitting there waiting 30 seconds to watch that. There's nothing you can do. Looking at you, Mad Nautilus from Jacob. And then the worst part too, and now this is such a prevalent freaking issue. The fact that like the startup animations for the characters, like if you pick a character that has a terrible animation, oh boy, you're sitting there for years, dude.
Yep.
Leviathan actually plays a bit into a funny glitch for the boss rush event, because the visual effects plays every time she teleports out from the capsule. However, she doesn't do the animation because, that's only time for start a stage. But because the particles keep playing out, she doesn't animate.
That's actually pretty funny. That actually did happen to me. I laughed.
That's funny. I don't have a Leviathan, but that's nice.
It's even funny if you happen to be stunned by a bit before you get sent back, because she'll have the stun animation the entire time while you're going to the next capsule.
Yep.
Nice.
Have you guys had the glitch if you fight Bit before Ostrich? He can throw a ring, and then when you go into Ostrich's room, the ring will follow you in there.
No way.
I didn't have that, but I saw it.
I did not. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's pretty funny.
Jesus. That's
And
so bad.
If I recall correctly, it can hit you during Ostrich's startup animation.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus.
I didn't even get hit from the rings while you're teleporting out of Bit's room. Like, even if you're in the air, because it drops you in the teleport, you can land right on a ring.
Actually, you know, I had that happen to me in the story fight, because, you know, when the dialogue happens, you're locked in place. But then that meant the ring was just free to hit me.
Ah, yeah, that happened to me.
But when it did happen, though, it meant I was also free to move when Rico's dialogue came in. So I was straight up reacting to her with my player character.
Oh my god.
That's actually kind of crazy.
But yeah, in a nutshell, this is just like the last boss rush event. Except this time you have Overdrive Ostrich, Rex 2000, and Bit. And the prize you get from this one is the Doomblade memories, which you only get 15 in the event itself. However, they have a separate event, which is not documented in the current event tabs. I wish they documented these things in there more often. That if you get at least, I think it was 20, it was like 27,000 or something, or maybe it was 30,000. I don't remember. But if you get a certain amount, you get 25 more Doomblade memories, and now basically unlock the weapon for you. So that's nice.
Yeah, once you reach 20,000, you'll get the rest, which begs the question of why those other 20 aren't just part of the regular rewards.
I know,
like,
right?
why dedicate a separate event in this summer carnival to it when you just have it as part of the point rewards?
Because logic.
Shut up! Stop using your brain, please!
Time for another bunk.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm slowly but surely dying. I'll be back. Oh, God. But man, I can't even be happy anymore.
Yeah, so that's boss rush though. You know, you get more bonus points if you use different characters and weapons, and yeah, it's just like the last
Okay,
one.
I killed Mad Nautilus. There
Ow.
you go.
Epic.
I did it. Oh,
You did it.
comedy. Love it.
Well, guys,
Bro, we didn't even talk.
we covered
Did
it.
we even talk about the characters themselves, or are we just gonna leave that for something else?
We
Oh, we will
kinda
in
glossed
just a
over
moment.
the characters, but yeah.
Okay, before we get to characters,
Yes.
I do gotta say the X DiVE developers came out with a message recently about events. So remember how in past videos we were saying we wish that events had actual story content to it?
Yes.
Well, in a video that came out not too long ago, the lady that's usually in the videos, she said that we've heard your feedback. We heard the feedback that Neo Arcadia isn't in a forest with the Savior event.
Nerds!
So, yeah, they said something about how they like the idea of using the cyberspace stage instead to reference Neo Arcadia. And they said they'll explore new and creative ideas for events. But the most important one is that they've also heard our feedback about that we wanted like story dialogue and like actual story context for events. And they said they passed that feedback along to the development team, and stay tuned for news basically.
Now, is that gonna mean, you know, the new characters will interact with the old ones, like, you know, or just gonna be Rico commenting on everything?
I have a feeling it's just going to be Rico saying some things about the event, which I think is like the easiest thing they could do to please people. Yeah, we do need more character interaction now.
That'd be nice.
We
You know what's
straight
even
up have a
nicer?
game with classic Mega Man X and Mega Man Zero in one game.
You know what would be
In
even
one
nicer
game.
though? To fix the game, please. Please. I don't care
That's another
if you give me
thing
ults
too,
of my
yeah.
favorite characters. I don't care if you make an epic story in the game. I don't care if you make PvP the most. Actually, no, that would fix that. Never mind. I don't care if you make this game look so visually beautiful that I just want to kiss it. Doesn't matter if I can't play the game.
You're right.
I'll cry. I want to.
Yeah. Well, before we finish that tangent, I think we should talk characters.
Yes.
Let's begin with Mega Man Zero.
Yes. He's Link. That is basically his character.
Well,
Just
almost. He's kind of missing his sword.
No, yeah. He has a shield though, so that's pretty cool, I guess.
But it's pathetic.
Yeah, he does have a shield.
It's a very
That shield is
pathetic
very
shield.
glitchy.
Yeah, it's kind of limp, a little limp.
It's glitchy. It always, like, if you get hit at the same time you try to throw it, you can get stuck in place. Or in the case of a video I put out on Twitter one time, in the air, it'll just hit you and you'll just float around. Assert your dominance.
Oh, is that how you do it?
That's what happened to me. I tried to throw it and I got hit by a missile at the same time.
Oh man, now I know how to do it. Now I know how to do it.
I'm so glad you brought that up because something weird happened to me when I was recording the showcase for Mega Man Zero. I was playing co-op with someone, and the moment I used the shield, I got hit, and my shield disappeared, but so did all my other weapons. I could not attack or defend myself.
Yep.
I just had
happened
to sit around and jump around until I died.
That happened to me in the event, and I just couldn't beat copyheads. He just looked at me.
Yeah, you have to die and revive to fix it.
It's crazy.
Hey guys, I don't see where all these bugs are.
Yeah, I've not used them enough to come across these because I've been waiting till I 4-star them.
Okay. Yeah, so Shield Boomerang, I gotta say it's a weird one because it doesn't necessarily block the damage. It only blocks 70% of the damage.
No. The phrasing on that makes it weird. It says it reduces the damage you take to 70%. It only blocks 30% at first.
Oh shoot, you're right.
And then the skill you get at 3 stars, the Shield Enhance, reduces the damage to 56%. So at most, it only blocks 44%, not even in half.
God, why are you gonna bring math? What are you, a nerd?
But still, point taken. Like, it's not even like at the shield, but it's not a very good shield.
Yeah, Proto Shield it is not. You may be able to move with it, but it's not worth actually using it to defend.
I'm going to the gold.
It's more like armor at that point. It's weird. Because, like, even in the original game, you could at least block bullets with it. You know? I can't even do that. You just take half the damage.
Just sit there and take all the damage, bro.
Yeah.
Frankly, thanks to Showtime, the Zero Knuckle's a better defense tool.
Yeah, actually, who would have thought using your bare fists is just to block better?
It's more effective in your shield.
I mean, if Thirst Strikes taught me anything, parrying is all the rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Daigo's a legend.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, yeah, Zero Knuckle. It has extremely short range. Like, I miss half the time because I overestimate how much range it has.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
It's honestly best used in the air because then you can at least move with it.
True. It's like, you basically have to be almost inside their hitbox to hit them. It's crazy. And then, but it does have some good abilities to it. It renders targets immobile. It can inflict target attack reduced with a chip. And the big one is that it can shut off an opponent's main weapon in PvP if you use the 4-star chip.
However, sometimes it just locks them both and can't do nothing.
Well, it doesn't specify main weapon actually. It says unable to use a weapon. Period. So there you go.
I don't know. Because I think they advertised it as the main weapon. They didn't really, you know.
Come to think of it, I don't know why I've been saying main weapon as well, but if you read the description in the game, it says there's a chance to render the target unable to use a weapon. Period.
Maybe I'm just dumb. Could be it.
Maybe we are. There you go.
Yeah. Mystery solved. I'm done. Wow.
Yeah, and then he gets Showtime, which grants invulnerability to Zero Knuckle. Gets shield enhanced for the shield boomerang. And the other ability of Zero Knuckle is that you can steal some HP from the target to heal yourself. It's called Life Steal. So, Zero Knuckle is probably the most interesting thing about Mega Man Zero. For sure.
Wasn't the Z Knuckle also kind of meh in this game? Or just okay at best?
The range is meh, but the abilities are amazing.
It is honestly the main draw of the character.
Yeah, because Shield Boomerang it's just there. It doesn't do much.
Crazy.
So what chips does it have? Yeah, it just has range, preparation time, and damage. So Shield Boomerang is like, bleh. If you're going to use Mega Man Zero, you're going to be using Zero Knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
To me, overall, not a big fan of Mega Man Zero for PvP. I'm sure like other people have and will get use out of him. I would never use him though. Like he wouldn't. It's not someone I would main. What do you guys think?
I'd have to get him to 4 stars first before I really try. I haven't really touched him.
I haven't touched him myself, but I do. I think he has his uses. He's definitely a very interesting character nonetheless. The fact that he can nullify your weapon, and he has Showtime. Like he just has a lot of really nice, nifty abilities. I think he'll have his uses.
The real surprise thing is he doesn't have melee mastery.
All right.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
weird.
that is kind of weird. Like, yeah. Not to mention he's always grabbing your balls. Kind of weird.
If I had to change anything, I'd probably say replace Shield Enhance with melee mastery, and then just like have the boomerang take off 45% by default.
Or just
do that.
Get rid of the boomerang.
I mean,
he's got that fancy sword.
Yeah.
Might as well use it for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give him Charge Saber.
Oh.
Because you get Charge your Saber next dive.
I'm glad to finally be able to put a Buster on Mega Man Zero, because visually that was always one of my problems with the series. It's like, everybody's got handguns, but I don't know, I finally got something I wanted outside of a ROM hack.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's the best part of his inclusion to me.
Zero Buster is an actual gun.
Or do they start
Going back to the
introducing
bad
actual
box art,
guns
Mega
though?
Man.
I mean, like the ones we already have.
Yeah, but tinier and in both hands.
You look at a laser rifle and tell me that's just not a a giant assault rifle.
For his special, he uses a gun.
Yeah. I mean, you know why they made it comically giant. They're like, bro, that looks too close to machine gun, my guy. Can you not, please?
Doesn't make characters like classic Mega Man Roll holding it any less jarring.
I know, right?
Hilarious.
My favorite is the laser rifle. It looks so much like the gun.
Oh yeah. Too fun.
I still want to get the pistols from the Mega Man 1 and 2 American box arts. I think that would be really fun.
Man, American box art Mega Man better be a character I can pull. Be very upset.
I hope so.
He's not. Let's do it.
I could totally see, well, if this game survives that long, bad box art Mega Man for April Fools.
Mm-hmm. What if it's the Street Fighter Cross Tekken version?
Or Ruby Spears Mega Man.
Yes.
Man, that'd be cursed.
Ruby Spears Mega Man is the best Mega Man.
As I'm gonna be honest here.
Imagine if this is the first game that fully charged Mega Man makes it in.
Oh, man.
That'd be funny. But I do have to say one thing. The models that they use for these characters are weird. Very weird.
Yeah.
I think Leviathan the most bothers me.
It's
immensely.
her eyes.
It's got some crazy eyes.
Oh, speaking of Leviathan, it's worth pointing out that the Zero Series artist Toru Nakayama actually went out of his way to make a design doc just for the X DiVE developers to use.
Yeah?
It's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
people are really excited about that.
Zero at least already had one from previous crossovers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was nice to see Leviathan get something. Nice.
Yeah. I don't think it's a 100% match, like comparing the model to the art, but
No,
you get the idea.
I think they used like bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
Honestly, that river sheet was the
figured-
first time I noticed that there was a difference between her 03 and 01 look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because apparently they changed the designs subtly from game to game. I was like, wow.
I figured the Zero characters would have been shorter than the X series characters, but they're on like the same skeleton. So it's really weird because they have the giant heads and like body proportions. But when you put them right next to, like if you put Mega Man Zero next to regular Zero, it looks really strange.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on with the newest ones. Like, people are talking about this in our Discord server too, how the quality of the models feel less, like, especially recently.
Did they ever fix the shading on Iris?
No, actually, if anything, it kind of seems to be a standard now, because Awakened Zero has the same shading thing going on.
Yeah, it's like they did just use a different shading method with the latest characters.
It's called cheaper.
Like, just compare Awakened Zero's colors to regular Zero's, and even before he transforms, he just looks so much more orange.
Yeah, he's an orange boy.
I think Sigma do. A little drabby. I feel
Yeah.
like there's just no life. Just
Yeah, there's just something about them that's different when you compare the new ones to the starting lineup.
they look so dead. Just like me.
It's probably because they're pumping them out so fast.
That's also true.
You know what? I know what the issue is with Awakened Zero. They spent so much time on each individual strand of hair they didn't have time for the rest of his body.
No, that makes
They had to make them bananas.
So much
This is the only
sense.
time where it's not just a huge clump, they're actually individual strands.
Yeah.
It's really funny how they animate when he's walking or on an elevator, or if you just keep turning around left and right.
Oh, banana.
Seriously, eat your heart out, Street Fighter 5. We got the real banana hair here.
That's true. Ken, you've been dethroned. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's something I want to bring up too. It's like, we talked about before how the frequency at which you release these characters is pretty fast. And then we have like updates breaking the game, and there's a lot of signs pointing to the fact that the devs may be rushing these updates out. Which, when it's coming out a week or two at a time, yeah, they probably are. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if they slow down on the updates, just to like actually deliver a functioning product.
Mm-hmm.
I would not mind that at all.
Just bring characters in less frequently, but increase the odds, you know, so it kind of evens out. And then
Yeah.
and then everybody's happy. then they can actually fix it.
Spruce up those models, fix your bugs before you release them. That would be nice. Just do something.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
start doing 2 week banners.
We had that situation in Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection where they had to delay the game by a month or so just to fix some bugs, and people were very understanding. Like, hey, take your time. We just want a good product. And if they can take that, well, I think a lot of people wouldn't mind if the X DiVE developers have said we're slowing down updates to deliver higher quality updates. Most people would not mind that at all.
Yeah. Just fix your game, dude. Please just fix your game, please.
That's all we want. That's all we ask.
Like, you can add cool stuff later. That's fantastic, but
it's like, I think that's one of the problems. Is like they're too ambitious. They're always adding new features, new characters, new stages. Slow down. Fix your game first, and then you can add the cool stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's basically the argument. But we're getting off tangent actually, so we should move on to the next character, which is Leviathan.
He's cool.
I don't have her.
Wordplay.
Yeah, she's pretty crazy. A little too crazy, but that's pretty cool, I guess. No pun intended this time.
Own your puns, man. Don't be a coward.
Okay, fine. Pun super intended. How about that?
Good.
Okay. So she's got 2 skills. She's got her little lance thingy, little javelin, swinging it around like swish whoosh. It does 181.20%, and I can't even tell you what it starts at because
150.
Thank you.
Because I don't have.
Oh, wonderful! You don't have her. Tell me everything. And she can do it twice, and at stage 2,
being a much bigger hitbox.
Yeah, bigger
like
hitbox,
huge.
Does more damage. So that's cool. Then her second skill, which is probably the craziest skill of all time, it's the Spirit of the Ocean, which is apparently an ice dragon. Summons an ice dragon and deals what's the starting? Because
255%.
Because I have it at 308%, 0.04.
That is some big damage.
That is big damage. And then Ice Dragon has his own damage register, hitting everything it can deal 1.42 times more damage. And
Jesus.
Each dragon is a chunk, and that will do damage to you. So imagine grapes coming at you, but instead of grapes, it's actually a big ol' ice dragon. And
that can go through walls.
That can go through walls. Oh boy! Remember how we said?
Did those ever run out?
Yeah.
Because like in PvP, I've been chased by one. Like between them dying and then me running around the whole map being chased by a chunk of it, and then they respawn, and it's still just chasing me around.
Yeah.
What I like to know is that the head is the part that homes in. Once the head's gone, the rest of the body just flies straight.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You want to know the real weird thing, though? This is like the only skill I can think of that is actually not affected by latency. Because straight up, what I see on my screen is actually relevant to what's actually happening in the game. Because I can, if I dodge it, then I dodge it. It's not going, to a previous spot where I was. It tries to circle around to where I dodged it from.
It's very, very nice, consistent skill.
But it's like the only one in the game that does that.
Yep.
Gotta start somewhere.
Throw this dog out the window, swear to God. The first, actually I forgot the chips. So the water circle, as they call it, has 2 chips. The first 2 are basically the same. it increases the damage multiplier by 10%, but the first chip is for stage 1, the second step is for stage 2, and the one you get at rank 4 is the Frost Javelin. Launch an additional Frost Javelin with tracking effect and deal 37.5% damage to the target. So it shoots little tiny little thingies and hurts you, and you're like, ow.
That ties into her 3-star passive.
Yes, it does. We'll get to that one. Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy. And then her Spirit of the Ocean, she has two. She has the 2 buffs actually. One increases her damage by 25.5%. The other increases your defense by 25.5%. And then the Sense Enhancement increases flight speed by 20% and enhanced tracking effect. I've noticed people really just go by either the attack or the defense. I don't really see people use the Sense Enhancement too much.
Yeah, I think like attack or the buffs would be more worth it.
Don't let's talk about the one.
As we see in the next time, buffs are kind of everything.
Yeah, for sure. Then we have her passives. The first 2 she gets is Marine Snow and Mobility. Marine Snow, I'm not even going to read it. It's literally just Iris Mines, but actually not as crazy.
Yeah,
they don't come
nearly
out
as frequently.
Yeah, it's actually okay to deal with. It's not the worst thing in the world. But of course it is mine, so if you get hit with it with lag, oopsie poopsie, I guess. But yeah, so in a sense they nerfed mine, just not on the original character. You're kind of stuck with that, so I feel bad for you. But otherwise, it's fine. It's okay. Then we have Mobility. The preparation time of Water Circle is reduced by 20%. Then we have Frost Javelin at rank 3. When using the Spirit of the Ocean, 3 additional Frost Javelins while tracking effects are fired, dealing 31.88%. So basically both attacks, both skills get Frost Javelins. That's nice. And then we have the Snow Enhancement, which increased the Marine Snow's damage multiplier by 20%. Same thing Iris has. And then Loss of Temperature. Activate the skill and hit to slow the target's movement speed is. Jeez, this set structure. Fix your game. Basically they get their speed reduced by 42.67%. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I need to stop saying that. I really need to stop saying that. But yeah, she's good. That Ice Dragon's dumb. Just throw it out there. You know how people like to get the little power up in the gallery stage, the attack one? Just throw it out there. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get an attack power. Oh, there's an Ice Dragon. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, didn't she kind of break the meta when she came out?
Yeah, she did. Actually, and this is actually a thing that I have been noticing. So people complain about shields and whatnot, and it's fair. You know, we have 3 characters who can bring up 3 easily buff, beefy shields, and then like other shields, they're just kind of there. And then you have like the little baby shields, and then of course you have the king, the Snow Sprayer shield. And I've noticed that they've been kind of combating those shields, not by doing anything to the shields themselves, but basically the characters that have been coming out, in a sense, just gets rid of shield easier with their skills. That's what I've noticed. Because her Ice Dragon can kill the Snow Shield and still do like a pretty big chunk of damage to you. And then she still has her Lance, which I think it was described perfectly. Just imagine 2 Sam arms, but quick. That's basically how much damage they do. So, yeah, I believe from this point forth, they're basically building their characters to take care of these shields so that they're not so much of a problem anymore.
Well, here's the thing I've noticed is that the last few characters they released have like super great attacks, or they're just super great in some way that is almost better than every other character before them. And I just see this and I'm thinking, man, the power creep is going to be real on this game if they keep going down this trend.
Oh boy, is it! It's a common.
You're going to get to the point where, like the starter S ranks, Cinnamon will always be good, but the other ones, they're going to be like nothing compared to the newest character.
Now, Black
example.
Zero is going to be around because he's pretty good.
I'm already educating people on the power of 5-star Proto Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Proton, as I call him.
Yeah. Nice.
He gets it.
I get it.
But it's like, you get to the point where, well, why should I get this character now? Because the next one will probably be even better. So I may as well just save my medals for that. That's sort of where I'm thinking.
No, that's a fair thing to worry about because, well, yeah. Like, why would I bother? At this point, it's becoming to where you shouldn't pull because the character is strong. You should pull because you like the character. Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is what it has come down to.
It's like, wow, this character's really strong. I want them. And then an even stronger character comes out. Well. Oh well. At the end of the day, I've given up on PvP. I just want to play single player.
I get into my moods.
That's all I care about.
Sometimes I'll just play PvP and just do something stupid. I have fun. But then I remember this game's not fixed. So I go back to my depressive slump and hoping one day this game will be fixed. Please fix your game.
Yeah.
Please. That's all I ask.
For a while there, I was going basically nuts with my gallery grinding with second Armor X by just having, all the low-ranking weapons. People call me crazy for going in with a Shadow Blaster and a shotgun, but I made it work. Nowadays, I've lost patience, so every fight I'm bringing a Sniper Buster.
There you go.
Because honestly,
Oh yeah. I know. So does that cover Leviathan, guys?
Yeah, I mean, she's a good character. If you don't have her,
Yeah.
well, and you get her, great. Otherwise, I don't know. I really can't stay with a nice pull for her because, well,
I mean, I don't have this character, but from facing other Leviathans, I can say she's definitely extremely powerful.
the only thing that bothers me are her eyes because they look weird.
very.
Anime.
And she has, I think she now has the longest startup animation, which is really bad. Really bad. I don't like it.
I think
Hers and
the problem
Iris's
is,
they take too long, and black sears in your face, you're like, hi.
I think part of the issue is they're trying to adapt characters with completely different art styles, trying to match them with the X series characters, and it's not working out as well as they hope.
It's fine in the 2D art, just the models are the issue.
Yeah, it's the models,
Exactly.
really.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do it with models because models are weird.
And those Zero characters have the big ol' eyes.
Yep.
Yep.
Got them big old freaky eyes, those crazy eyes. And you're like,
Yeah. The 2D art is always amazing. The Taiwan artists and Keisuke Mizuno, they do awesome
yeah,
work.
they gave her a belly button. I'm like, all right, see where you're going with that.
They did.
I see what you're doing, and well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in doing that because, boy, it's a lot of horny on me.
That's
Watch.
that's basically what they're going for.
Yeah, it's true.
It's synthetic skin, guys.
Okay, it's just gears, man.
Anyways, Let's talk about Awaken Zero, shall we?
Oh boy.
And this is where Cole's up because he's the only one of us that has
I know
him.
nothing. Yay!
I know nothing either. So tell us, Cole, about Awaken Zero.
It's so strong. Like,
Yep.
my god.
I can't even
I've
can't even say because like I just haven't played PvP. What are the numbers that you see?
let's see, on the hula hoop attack,
Okay.
it's it says it's 120.8%, but that's fully powered up. I don't know what it starts at.
100.
But it, like, it's 100?
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, you throw that out, and it sits on the enemy, and then, like, it moves twice, you know, it goes and locks in place, and then it'll go in a different direction. So if it hits the enemy and then they move, it'll just follow them, and it'll hit them, like, 2 or 3 times. It's crazy. And, let's see, Genmu Zero, when it's fully powered up, is 178.50%.
It starts off at 148.75.
Good lord! Like if you hit that point blank, especially, it does so much damage. But even if not, it's just, I don't know. It melts everything. It's really it's stupidly strong.
Okay, so here's my question. So in the trailer, I noticed that it's just literally 2 green bananas just clashing with each other. The center, does it do more damage than where if you were to get hit by like the edges? Because
I haven't noticed.
Okay.
The only major damage that I've noticed was in a PvP match that I did for the showcase. I was standing like right on top of somebody when I activated it, and it was like 3/4 of their health just instantly.
Yeah. Can't imagine if you like get like powered up. Wait, did you 5-star him?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh God!
Oh yeah.
I've never powered up any of my characters, and I messed around with this one for a while. I'm like, you know what? Might as well. I've got lots of patches.
So that means
That's
you
good,
saved
I would
up
say,
then.
Yeah, I've like since the beginning, I've hardly spent any.
That's smart.
Did you say you spent 100, like 11K on him?
Oh yeah, for the elemental medals, yeah, it was 11K, and then like I started with one of the 30 draws, the paid 30. Like I did that one, so it's 11K 30, and like I got 6 S ranks in between that, because like I accidentally woke up like right after the update went live. I'm like, all right, I can't fall back asleep. I might as well go for it. And just seeing all those golds show up, and, like that's not good when you're like really tired. I felt like I was gonna just like my heart was gonna stop. And then
Do you have the picture of it?
and then I was huh?
Do you have the picture of it of the polls?
Yeah. I'll put them over here in just a second.
Sure.
But because like the very first 10 pull I did, it was like 2 golds, and one of them was Proto Man. I'm like, come on, I've already got him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I did my 4K pulls, and I got, of course, a weapon, and it was also a dupe. So I was like, I'm not gonna get him.
Here we go.
And-
Yeah, everything I got was a dupe up until him, because I got a Poisonous Cloud, Proto Man, Explosive Blower, and a Destroyer. And then, like, I was about to give up. I'm like, do I really want to spend everything? Like, alright, one more 10 pull, and it just happened to go well. I was very happy, and I went back to sleep.
And then I went back to
I could
sleep.
imagine you're like Luigi. He opens up the newspapers like, oh yeah, and then sleep.
He went back to sleep so he could be awakened with Zero.
There you
Who plays
go.
mobile games at 3 a.m.? Oh boy, 3 a.m.
But his passives, I don't understand what the last one does. Because I mean, we'll get there. Because the first one's power increase, which
Yeah.
increases the hula hoop power by 5%. Then armor protection, reduced damage by 10. Showtime, melee mastery. And the last one is Dream Flash, which it says when using Genmu Zero, the energy blades also come with damage register.
I think that means that like the damage gets registered quicker. So you notice how with backs, when you get hit by the grapes, your damage goes down by like a lot. Basically, that's what it is. It's their strange way of saying, yeah, your health bar's just gonna go down quicker. Shut up, take it.
What an ability.
Yeah, and
It's very strange, but sure.
yeah. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments will be like, "Stupid, not what it is."
It's like I feel like what it meant to
Actually.
say was like, you know, the actual swing from up close will do damage, not just the projectiles.
Maybe.
That makes sense. But I mean, even if they're standing right next to the swing, because the Genmu Zero starts out behind you technically, so if you're standing right next to someone with your back to them, it'll still hit them because the blades are so gigantic, and it goes on
That's cool.
really, really far,
Oh yeah, it basically covers the whole screen.
and then some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to know that. Like, I want to know, like, if you're standing from end to end of the arena, will you see it?
You can see it in our showcase on the channel where Cole actually fights another Awakened Zero, and I think they use Genmu Zero from their spawn point, and it reaches to like close to where that damage up capsule is, or damage up
The
item
gallery
is,
stage?
Like right in the center.
in the gallery
yeah, in the
stage.
gallery.
Oh, that's
It's like right in the center.
okay, so it won't go all the way,
It's like-
but it's
It's
pretty far.
a decent range. Like it's at
Just
least
with how tall
what
it
you
is.
see on screen.
God.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the chips too, and I think the answer is clear with some of these, to be honest. Like for
Like
the
uh
hula hoop. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that name.
Yeah, it's the hula hoop.
Shingitsurin.
Yeah, I think I don't know if the slow is worth it, so I might just I'd probably just say maybe the rate of fire. But I mean, if it's worth it, I'd probably go with the slow, and then the Getsu, I would 100% go mobility, because I think the cooldown on that was like 10 seconds. Yeah, you want that quick. That'd be 8 seconds instead of 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I could definitely see Awakened Zero being an amazing PvE character though, because like they even show in the trailer where they show his skills that he just wipes the whole screen of the enemies with Genmu Zero, and you're like, okay, so that's who they created these new Jacob elevator stages for.
Well, I've been able to one cycle Mad Nautilus like multiple times. It's pretty insane. Like, especially like with the hula hoop just standing there doing constant damage before it leaves.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good. Here, I'm
It's like-
opening the thing right now. I'll give you the cooldown times.
It's almost like the plasma charge shot, but better.
Yeah. Let's see. Genmu it's 12 seconds after mobility is put on it.
Oh, after? Oh,
And-
jeez. Then how much is it before?
Yeah, I think it was 16. I think it was 16.
Oh,
And then
God.
the hula hoop is 2 seconds in between, and then 7 seconds for the full recharge.
Okay. That's
But yeah, so if you kill all the enemies on the screen, the hula hoop just comes back to you. So if there's a enemy that spawns right next to you, you just kind of get lucky.
Neat.
But one major, I guess, complaint that I have with him on a visual standpoint is that when he shoots the hula hoop, it's not out of a buster. Because I wanted to see what the new, like the X3 and on Z-Buster was going to look like in Dive. But then they're
Oh,
like, nah, he just holds out his fist.
That is disappointing.
Don't worry about it.
'Cause, in X5 he did use the buster with that. That was his buster attack essentially.
But yeah, Awakened Zero, he's really fun. Like I hate being the only one that has him, you know, because it feels like I'm like, oh yeah, check out what I got. But no, seriously, he's really cool, and just messing with the physics of the bananas is great. Like even on the main screen when you're spinning them around, you can just shake the bananas back and forth.
I do have one complaint about his intro. It's like you have these effects where he's going Super Saiyan, and you have this like white flashes just going on right in front of you during the animation. That's a big seizure warning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to look at for me, so I tend to just spin them around, so it's not as bad.
The bananas will save you.
Yep, exactly.
Banana blocker.
I'll say it again. Oh, banana.
Oh, banana.
Should add that to my soundboard.
Yes, you should. I love that clip. Yeah.
But
Awaken Zero.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to test out was if the Genmu could hit the giant mechanaloid boss just from where he starts. And even if he jumps, if you shoot it as soon as you start the match, it'll hit him. Like
Nice.
the range on it is just, it's sick. And I mean that in both ways.
It's crazy.
Looking at his stats in the character select screen, he does have maximum range.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That chart, it's just hocus pocus. Makes no sense.
I know. It's literally just there to be like, oh cool, but it doesn't mean anything.
It's just a graph.
What does the Scouter say about his power level?
Yeah, basically.
It's awakened.
Oh,
It's like
not awakened.
yeah, Vile has a max attack,
And then I die.
and Zero does. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
Let's see. I need to see if Genmu can hit the X3 boss, the X3 intro boss from Standstill.
Well, that does say too in the Sky Arena, if you just throw out your Getsu at them, they're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny actually. I don't know if you'll
yeah,
still
look.
have the shield to worry about, the spawn shield, but yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It does hit him from Standstill.
Mhm.
It's gross.
Little trivia for you guys. During development, they originally intended Genmu Zero to be put on Black Zero, and I guess at some point they came up with Awakened Zero, so they ended up replacing Genmu Zero with Sea Flasher for Black Zero. That's what he ended up with instead. But the reason why we knew that is because when they accidentally put all those images on the website one time, we found 3 skills rather for Black Zero, and there's like 2 different skills underneath the same like icon name, which was Sea Flasher and Genmu Zero. And then Genmu Zero ended up being given to Awakened Zero, which makes sense because it is from that fight.
Yeah, makes a lot more sense.
They finally updated
Yeah.
that page, by the way, so now those are all public.
Yeah, they did update the character page recently, which is pretty cool.
Forever.
Yeah, it took them a long time, but we got more lore now. And people were making a fuss about how they kind of implied that the Zero series is a spin-off timeline or something.
I believe it.
Also, gotta love how the description for Kux says that he's got a disc-like object on his back, so not even they know what that UFO thing is.
I don't think anybody knows what that is, to be honest with you. They're just like,
Yeah, you have to ask the original artist, sort of thing.
it's literally a UFO.
Like, what were you thinking, sir?
Just look cool.
Basically, I'm sure that's the answer. In all seriousness.
It just exists. Nothing more. That's it. I'm getting
Yeah, but they just call it a flying device.
I'm getting sad. Fix this game, please. Oh God.
Yeah, so it's time, boys, to give our current review score for this game.
I'm gonna let Quint take the floor here because I'm pretty sure he shares a lot of the same criticisms.
Quint has been waiting. Quint has been waiting to do this discussion for a long time because he's got some things to say. So take the floor, buddy.
You know what? If you want to edit it, you can go ahead and swear. I wouldn't blame you.
I probably will. One might just slip out. Anyways.
You get one.
Gotta have that PG-13 rating, right?
Yeah.
Allowed one F-bomb.
Yes.
But I am sick of expecting this game to be broken every time they update it. It started with the Iris updates, and then it happened again with the Mega Man Zero one. It's like... Is it wrong to expect better from Capcom of all things?
Yes.
The same
Apparently
company
that
that is
one
now
Twitter
making Resident
said no.
Evil, their big AAA franchise, a yearly release by right now.
Which
Is it
worries
wr-
me.
Is it wrong to
Yeah,
expect
it's a bit
quality in some form? Because that bit where multiplayer was just completely broken, not fun. Because we fixed this. We made a video on how they fixed this. How multiplayer was good. PvP was so much fun. And then they broke it again. It's like... Last time on our rating score, I said this game was still a 7 out of 10. Now, after that fiasco, it's down to a 6. And there's a stigma to this, as this rating score is now a countdown. Every time they break something, I'm reducing the score again. And when that score hits 0, I'm done. I'm quitting. Because I do not want to have to go through this anymore. Because I don't like being upset. It may be funny in, certain instances, but honestly, I do not like being upset. I don't like being upset at Mega Man products. Because I want this series to be good. Now, that's not to say it's going to be all downhill. Because if they can show me that they can keep this game running for 2 months without breaking anything, I will put a point back. But since they've also shown that they are not able to keep this game running properly, I'm not spending anymore. Because they don't deserve my money.
You're too nice. I'm giving him a 5. Oh, hell no. You kidding me?
It's gonna be a 5 if they keep this up. And then it's gonna be a 4, and so on.
Like, that's the saddest part. I'm going to expect it. And it's going to happen. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm just not even surprised anymore, dude.
that's the sad part, yeah.
Like,
It's like you just expect it at this point.
it's
gonna break
getting
something.
harder and harder to be like, you know what? I can throw some money in this game. And of course, there are people who are like, bro, why would you even spend money in a gacha game? Because it's my money. I'll do whatever I want. But more importantly, because I want to support something that I love. I want it to flourish. I want it to continue being successful. But if you're going to break your leg, fix your leg, and then break the other leg in a short time frame, I mean, I can only be nice for so long, bro. I can only give you money for so long. Like,
Yeah, and just to be sure nobody thinks I'm upset about, not getting a character, I like to just remind you, my roster is only missing 2 characters, Sigma and Awaken Zero.
Yeah.
Characters are not an issue for me.
I have Lair.
And just a reminder, PvP isn't an issue for us either. All of us have reached GA rank consistently every season. That's not the problem.
I'll flex and say I've been doing it flawlessly each and every time. So, you know.
Yeah.
People in their own server are actually afraid of my second armor X. Second armor X out of all the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and ASAP talk a lot because, you know, we're both whales, we both like the game, we both play the PvP and know quite a bit about it, and we're like, yeah, man, I'm afraid. Like, every time a new update comes out, what breaks? Who knows? What if this new update comes out and it's, oh, cool, we get the new summer event, yay! Hey, guess what, guys? You know how you like to swim in molasses? Well, do you want to swim in, like, ice? Because it's what's going to happen. And you like seeing big red numbers on your corner screen? Because we're going to bring that back now, you know? And it's just to the point where it's like, you know what? I kind of hope your game does fail. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah. Because that's how frustrating it is to see something fall and then come back and then fall again, and it's like, oh, just be good. Just be good. Actually, don't even be good. Just be decent. Just be decent. No, don't actually be decent, because if I say that, then you're gonna be decent. It's not gonna be. No, be good. Be a good game. Fix the fundamentals. Don't add big titties yet. Actually fix the game first, you know, make it so that I feel bad for the free-to-play players, man. They just like I can just spend my way to get whatever, right? I don't really care, but like free-to-play guys, they're like, what am I supposed to do? And all I can say is, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. People ask us, how do you do this? How do you get more power? How do you get more medals? And we're like, don't know, man. There's not much you can do.
If you want it fast, you gotta spend.
Yeah.
And lately, with the packages that's been coming out, the fact that it took away the weekly, the daily, and the monthly one away, they don't really want the small bucks. They want the big bucks. And if that's the case, well, I guess I can go elsewhere and just chill someplace else, because I play Fire Emblem Heroes. I can just play that full time and just not even worry about DiVE anymore. It sucks because I think one of my favorite things to do was the showcases, because I get to, like, you know, show off the character and whatnot. But more importantly, the most fun I had is going into PvP battles and, like, analyzing how things would work, how things would flow, and I'm just not having fun anymore. It's really sad. I hate that feeling, because I every time I did those showcases, I always smiled. I think Cux is my favorite showcase I've done, because of how in depth I went into it. And you threw off my groove, Capcom. Threw off my groove. Ugh. 5 out of 10. Shut your mouth.
I just want to remind everyone, it's not fun for us being down on a Mega Man game. Definitely not on this channel.
Yeah, because, hey, if this game bombs, guess what? No X9 in your face. Mega Man X dies.
But
no, I'm just saying that.
We know this is just a mobile game. We know it doesn't necessarily affect whatever Capcom Japan is doing, but it sucks because we were so hyped when Mega Man 11 was announced. It came out, ended up being a decent game, and we were really excited for the future of Mega Man. And then this game happened. We're like, well, I hope the next Mega Man game is better.
Oh, and guess what?
Like,
we're fans. Imagine explaining all of this stuff to an outsider.
oh, they'd be like, what?
Like, honestly, this game is not doing much to, you know, get rid of the quality stigma the X series has.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
first impressions is everything, man. If you make your first mobile game for X, guess what? Oh man, they couldn't make a good X gotcha game. It sucked, it's broken, this and that. All they're gonna think about the negatives.
Yeah.
There can be so many positives, but it's such a common thing. You can do all the positive in the world, but the moment you do that one negative, that is all people are gonna worry about. That's all people are gonna be talking about.
Yeah.
Let's fix your game, please.
Like, it's one thing they came out with X9, it was amazing before this gotcha game, but this is the first Mega Man X game in over a decade. And this is what we get. Like, it's cool, but at the same time, it's barely functional. That's the big problem.
I don't like losing. If I'm going to lose in anything, it's because of me. And only me. I shouldn't be losing because it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just saying. I want to learn from my mistakes. I can't learn from a broken game. Please. Fix this game, please. Oh.
Alright, so I was gonna say I agree with you guys. I want to like this game. I want to love this game. But the quality assurance just isn't there. They need to fix their game, so I'm gonna go with TGP. I'm going with 5 out of 10. And if they keep messing up, they keep breaking PvP or whatever, I'm quitting as well. We might still cover news, but I'm just gonna stop playing the game seriously. Now onto you, Cole. Sorry for cutting you off in this situation, but
Oh man, I get to be the outlier here, but for a good reason. I do agree with everything, that it really shouldn't be an issue where, oh man, is it gonna break even worse on this update? But for me, personally, nothing that's broken is part of why I like the game. Because, like, I'm not invested in PvP. You know, like, I like single-player stuff, I like having all the characters together, I like being able to play in this little toy box. You know, that's the main appeal of the game to me. So, as that stands, I'm sticking with a 7, but as the quality assurance stuff that keeps slowly breaking parts of the game, it's like around a 5.5, I guess. If that makes sense, because like, yeah, it shouldn't be at the point where it's always breaking, but it's not affecting stuff that I'm coming to the game for, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like, even though they break online stuff a lot of the time, which to be fair is part of the draw of the game, the single player content is still relatively fine. You can still enjoy it, and I have been enjoying the single player stuff. Like you, Cole, I'm not very invested in PvP. I've never been a big PvP guy, so it's not the end of the world for me if that just becomes completely unplayable. But at the same time, it is a major feature of the game, so it does suck when it doesn't work.
It's not just
properly.
that it's a major feature. It's probably the feature they take the most pride in, because they constantly try to incentivize players to play PvP. And yet they can't keep it functioning.
No? Yeah, it's just... people have been saying for a long time now that Capcom Taiwan, they don't test their stuff. To be honest, I believe them. After what I've seen, it's hard not to believe it.
Yeah, from what I hear, they're like incredibly understaffed on the dive team. But if they could just get like just a couple of extra testers, that would go so far. And then they would make more money than they're spending on the testers, you know?
Yeah.
Because the more people would be have the incentive to spend money, because it's like, oh, PvP is the funnest thing in the world, I want to be the best, here's my money.
Let's be a little positive, give them some credit though, because they have been listening to the feedback. They've been trying their best to address everything. But the thing is too, you can only say sorry so many times before it just feels empty. Like, if you're gonna say sorry, you need to fix it and stay consistent on that promise as well. You can't go back. And that's the problem. They keep breaking things after saying sorry. You can't do that. You're just going to... Everybody's, like, you're going to lose the trust of your players if you keep doing that. That's where we stand.
Yeah. It has to be said, you know, like you said earlier, it hurts, but, you know, we as fans have the best interest in mind, I think.
Of course. I want this game to be absolutely amazing. I want this game to continue. I want to see... So I used to talk with Proto Dude about how the devs really wanted to bring like every character in every stage into this game. I want to see that become a reality one day. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I just hope the game lasts long enough.
Yeah. Well, they need to get the game to the perfect state, because then it would be like, oh, you know, the mobile game is ending, but there's a console version, you know, or something. Just after it gets to a perfect state. But if they did a console port of it right now, it would be a disaster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But, you know, like, you never know what's gonna happen, so maybe the next update will be the greatest thing that's ever happened. I doubt it, but it's always possible.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, guys, before we wrap it up?
Please fix your game.
I've said my piece.
Bring back the packs, the daily, monthly, and daily, monthly, and weekly. Bring those back, please. Those are your best deals. Do you want money? That's the question.
I don't even know anymore.
But yeah, fix your game, guys. Stay consistent too. It's like I said, you can only say sorry so many times.
Yeah. Make the exchange points carry over, please.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but when it comes to sparking systems, they don't. But yeah, that'd be nice. So that way, you don't feel like we wasted our time. Only, please fix your game, please. Oh God, I can't say it enough. That's it. So, that's all I got.
Alright. I think we should wait for Quint to come back on.
Yeah.
So we can finish off together.
Okay.
Yeah, oh man, I was just reading that. It had me worried.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go throw my dog out the window while we wait up.
Okay.
Maple came to say hey.
Oh, here he is.
Hey, welcome back.
Oh God. Okay, I heard you come
Yep.
back. I'm back. I'll throw him afterwards.
Okay, we were about to wrap things up. Quint, do you have any last thoughts on everything we discussed today before we end off?
I want this game to actually last, because I don't want to have another case of the Rockman crossover where it got the plug pulled before it got localized, or even worse, you know, freaking Castlevania Grimoire Souls over there, Konami.
Make me eat my words. Prove me wrong, and say, you know what, this actually is a pretty good game. You look stupid for thinking otherwise. Haha. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a good game.
Hey, if we wake up a few months from now and everybody's stuck calling us stupid for being so down on this game because it's actually amazing, good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've shown that you listen, so please listen closely.
Preferably with an English translator.
Yes, because there still plenty of people screaming out for that localized version. And at the very least, make sure the game is in good condition for when it does reach those people. Because they've been waiting for a while. They've been seeing all this stuff and they're impatient. Not impatient enough to just get the game right now, mind you. But they want the game. And at the very least, make it good for them.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you got a lot to prove if you want to take this game globally. And not even just the game itself, but your marketing too. You need people like on the English side helping you out. And I hope you do get that support. Because I don't think they could push this out globally with their current team. They need outside help. Maybe maybe Capcom in Japan will help out, or dare I say Capcom of America, which I think seems like Capcom USA is more or less ignoring DiVE right now. So I don't know about that, but maybe Japan will help. We'll see. Otherwise, guys, I want to thank you so much for listening in on this downer of a discussion, but it had to be said. We had to put our foot down. So, I've been Shadowrock.
I've been TGP, putting away my wallet as we speak.
I've been NegaQuint.
And I've been ColeManX. Thanks for having me.
Cool. No problem, man. Coleman, where can they find you at?
You can find me on the ColeFam YouTube channel. I'm sure that there will be a link somewhere. And check out Ramblin' Reploids. That's what we're known for these days. We've had ShadowRock on quite a few times, and he's just a blast. So hopefully you check it out.
Have a blast of you guys as well. And we did just have that X DiVE, what characters we want to see in the game discussion. It's a lot of fun. It will be a two-parter. So check it out, guys. And TGP, where can they find you at?
You'll find me on youtube.com/gameplaya. I might upload something eventually in due time. But more importantly, you can find me over at twitter.com/gameplaya. I post here and there about stuff, so you'll find me there. And in Discord too. I'll be there saying stuff.
And Quint?
You guys can find me on this channel at certain points. You can also find me on my own channel, youtube.com/megaquint. Probably going to be putting more effort into actually finishing up Gray's run in ZX Advent now that I'm, demotivated for this game now.
Nice. And I do want to thank Coleman again for helping us do the Awaken Zero showcase. That was really nice.
Yay!
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah. Cause, man, I'm actually really sad. I've barely been able to contribute to the showcases lately. I did Mega Zero though.
I will find motivation to do Sigma and Leviathan, but
yes. I look forward to that, guys, and as well as Mega Zero.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, rock
peace
on.
out.
Mega Merch.
Goodbye.
Fucking game!